Okay. Which one? You know that. Yeah, he's all right. Playing artist. Denise Frazier.
All rise. Court is back in session. The Honorable Judge, Deborah J. Nicastro presiding. You may be seated. Oh, we're getting started. Ms. Matlin. Ms. Matlin, please. She's going to bring that one case up here right now so we can find out which one it is. That one matter that we talked about before.
Who is that? I was assigned this young lady yesterday.
Quiet,
There's a
please.
co-defendant that's in Judge Weiler's courtroom.
Okay.
I don't know if
Is she on my docket today?
No, she's
Oh,
not,
okay.
but he is.
Okay.
She wouldn't be scheduled till next month.
Okay.
But it's the same incident, the same victim, and I did not know
Yeah.
they should be combined.
They should.
Okay,
So,
so
let me,
that's the gentleman's name, Clarence Foster.
okay, let me, I don't want to take all your papers.
Oh, that's okay, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll give them back to you.
That's fine,
I'll
yeah.
do an order transferring it to her.
Okay,
Thank you.
And she's gonna be here, so I'll let her know that.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Christina Artis, are you here? Christina Artis?
Her lawyer.
I'm sorry.
Her lawyer's on.
I'm sorry.
She was in the courtroom for a second. There's a protective order against her, and I was afraid to leave her in the court.
Am I hearing this case now?
First, I want to know whether they're here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have her in her car. She's here. She's in her automobile in the parking lot.
Thank you.
Well, if you like, you can, you wanted to call the case, you know, I don't know,
Do you want me to get her in here, or do you want?
What do you gentlemen want to do? Come on up here a
Thanks, Judge.
second. How do we want to proceed?
Judge, it's my understanding this morning that Mr. Tekovic recently filed a motion to dismiss. Obviously, we looked for an opportunity to file a written response in opposition to that. I think that the basis of the motion involves a dispute over whether or not Mr. Artis and Ms. Artis are family or household members by definition. I certainly believe that the children that they have in common suggest that they are. But nonetheless, we'd like to respond. And the other thing is, I'm sorry, Judge.
So let's see if we can resolve this now. I mean, if they have kids together, there's a definition that says
Your
they're
Honor,
family.
I don't mean to interrupt,
Sure.
if I may. There's also a pending charge on the same matter in domestic relations in Cuyahoga County. He went down and filed a charge against her there as well.
For what?
The same incident covering the same ground. So you have one.
Well, but there is no criminal charge in domestic relations. He may have filed for a civil protection order.
No, there's a domestic violence.
Unless somebody changed the law last night.
There is.
Domestic relations court can't handle criminal cases.
He's not seeking a protected, there is a domestic violence matter pending in Cuyahoga County. And I
Oh,
think
common pleas court?
No, ma'am, in domestic relations.
Okay.
And-
Are you representing him? Or you represent her?
Yes.
You represent her?
And Mr. Hargate, yes, there's two of us, there's co-counsel.
So who brought the case?
He did,
And what is he saying, alleging in the
the same thing
complaint?
he's alleging here, that she assaulted him and scratched him.
I don't know what
Judge,
kind
it's
of
my
on
understanding,
today.
it's my understanding from speaking with the alleged victim, Mr. Artis, who's here this morning, that my understanding is that this is a civil protection order that's being requested regarding these incidents in domestic relations court downtown. There is also, Judge, and I would put this on the record, there's also what we believe to be an independent video. Mr. Artis has provided that regarding the CPO, and I believe Mr. Tekovic has acknowledged that he's seen it. However, we'll also endeavor to get a copy from Mr. Artis, although he did not bring it today.
Okay.
We'll get a copy, and we, pursuant to our 16 obligations, we'll make sure to also give him a copy as well. And it would seem to me that, based on the discussions with Mr. Tekovic, that I believe that they'd be requesting ultimately, A, a hearing on the motion to dismiss, and B, trial.
Correct.
But to me, the motion is spurious. Let me tell you that right off. If they have children together, the definition of domestic violence in Ohio is that they're family or household members. That's what I'm missing. So, does he deny or does she deny these are his children?
No, she does not deny that, but we are of the impression, and I may be wrong, but I'll provide.
No, if I'm missing
I'll
something.
provide the court documentations. I believe he's covering the same ground in two separate
Okay, Mr.
proceedings.
Okay. That issue is separate from, are they family or household members? Do you see what I
They
mean?
have children together.
Okay, so by definition, in Ohio, they are family or household members. So I'm denying your motion to dismiss. Now, let's talk about this other case in common pleas court. It can't be a criminal case. It just can't be. This case is going to proceed no matter what happens in domestic relations.
That's fine.
The only relief the domestic relations judge can give is to give him a 5-year protection order preventing her from contacting him. So that's what's at stake downtown. Here, Mr. Artis, it's a criminal charge of domestic violence. So they run hand in hand. I mean, one doesn't affect the other than if they get a civil protection order down there, that supersedes my temporary protection order will continue till the end of this case, but that civil protection order will extend out for 5 years. So that's how those work. So the question is, I'm not setting this for a motion hearing. The motion is denied. Do you want another pretrial, or do you want me to set this for trial?
We need the tape, Your Honor.
The tape. Okay, so Mr. Rose is going to set this for another pretrial, and he'll give you that tape. Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you, Your Honor.
Jacob.
Thank you,
Step
Your
right
Honor.
over here. Anthony Cerna?
Mr. Artis.
Good morning, Mr. Cerno. Mr. Cerno, you've got a 12-point suspension and you're asking for driving privileges. So you have to listen to my speech, okay? I'm gonna give you driving privileges, certainly. We want you to be able to go to work. But, is this your case, Mr. Chiaki? What city do you live in?
Oh,
Mr.
I don't know, I was waiting for the next case, Judge, I
Oh,
really
okay.
don't know what's going on with this proceeding.
Mr. Cerno just wants driving privileges.
Right, no, that's up to the court, I have no position.
Yes, he lives in Independence. Okay, but while you have driving privileges, you have to be a perfect driver. You cannot get one ticket, not even jaywalking on your own 2 feet, okay? So when we give you, what I'm going to have you do is go to the clerk's office. They're going to have you fill out an application that says, well, maybe you did that already.
I think I did that.
Did you use our form? Yes. So you'll go to the clerk's office. They're going to give you a piece of paper. That's a substitute for your driver's license. Do you
Okay.
still have a driver's license?
Yeah.
I need that now. Thank you. And they're going to give you a piece of paper that says it's a driving permit and it has all the conditions on it.
Okay.
So this says that your license will be suspended from
7/27.
So it was suspended already.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, we're gonna backdate that to August 7th then. And this will run for the 6 months to November 5th, so not too much longer to go. Actually, it was 90 days.
Yeah, it was only 3 months.
Okay. You've taken the remedial, you just have to take the exam then. And then we're gonna give you limited driving privileges from today, 9/6/18. He's gonna go to Sally. And Sally will do the permit for you. Be careful.
I will,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mr. Childs?
Matthew Rivera.
Your Honor, before the court is Matthew Rivera. I think he was accompanied to the court by his father. Is that your dad? Okay.
Yes, sir.
He's been charged with driving under suspension and failure to control. This is a first pretrial, and I had a chance to sit down and explain to him what he needs to do to get his license back. He indicates he would like to do that. At his request, I'd ask that we schedule this for a second pretrial and give him a chance to do that. And you know what you gotta do? You gotta go to Cleveland, you gotta pay a reinstatement.
Yes, I believe it's like $300-something.
I don't know, something like that.
Right, so he has to provide proof of insurance
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
BMV, and you're gonna need an SR 22 certificate,
Yes, ma'am.
and then, that's what I show at the time. You had pled no contest, and this had been set for sentencing, and I wasn't sure why. We're gonna move him
I wasn't
to,
aware of that either.
yeah, we're gonna set this to the DUS docket. We have a special docket just for people driving under suspension. And if you come back with a valid license, we'll reduce that driving under
Absolutely.
suspension, okay? Mr. Rose will give you that date. Thank you, Mr. Rivera.
Yeah, you get a new date, and then you get your license, you come back, and then they tell you to come back. Carla Indriolo. Your Honor, before the court is Carla Indriolo. Ms. Indriolo has been charged with littering from a vehicle. That is a minor misdemeanor. I've had a chance to talk with her about this. Our offer is to plead the charge. I'm not sure if she's going to accept our offer or have a trial.
I don't feel like I'm guilty, Your Honor.
Just in an effort to see if we can resolve this today so you don't have to come back, Ms. Andriola, do you believe that it was not you that threw something out
No,
of your
it
car?
wasn't intentional.
It was accidental.
Yes, and even the officer said, when he pulled me over, why would you throw more than a half a cigarette out the window? Obviously I wouldn't, with
This
the
was a
prices of.
cigarette?
Huh?
It was a cigarette?
It was a
Yes.
cigarette, yes. And the
At least
facts.
it was organic.
No, they're not organic.
Oh, they're not?
They stick around for over 100 years.
Do they
Oh, yeah.
really?
Those are
Me
not
too,
organic
and that's
at
why it's
all.
not intentional. I also showed him a cup that I keep in my car, Gatorade, that they get thrown in, but wasn't very nice and
that's
didn't care
not
what I had to say.
So is this a strict liability law?
Well, that's not quite our position.
Okay.
The officer had a discussion with her, and she told her, the officer, she usually drops in her bottle of juice, but this time she was still drinking from it, so she tossed it out the window.
I did not say I tossed it out the window.
Let me ask you, Miss Andriola, this doesn't go on your license or anything.
I know, but I had been off of work, and that's where I was going I had back surgery, and I felt that that was not intentional. I would not throw a half a cigarette out the window.
I think you have
Well,
to concern
okay, I'll
about your
set it for
ability to pay a
trial.
fine.
Well, that also, and it wasn't intentional. So,
So you want to come back for trial?
not really, because I have to get back to work
Let me
now.
say this.
I've been off for 2 months.
Okay, Miss Andriola, so let me say this. If you want to plead no contest to this charge, I'm going to suspend the court costs. That's $135. And you'll pay $25 for the fine. Is
That's
that
fine.
fair?
That's fine.
Okay.
I appreciate that also, but
I understand. Try to be more
I
careful in
just
the
hate
future.
doing something that I'm not guilty of. But yes,
And they'll take you to the clerk and you'll be done today. Good luck. Thank you.
Johnny Walker, Michael Walker. Sorry, Judge. Belinda Stowe, apologies.
Mr. Rose. I forgot to print out the Could you print some? How do we want to proceed, gentlemen?
I'm sorry, Judge. City's going to move to amend to an equipment violation 33701, Your Honor.
And I'm sure you're agreeable to that, Mr. Luxembourg.
Yes, Your
Anything you want to tell me?
Honor.
Thank you.
She has a clean driving record. And then if I can just get till Monday for her to pay the fine she calls.
The fine's going to be $75 in costs. And what we'll do is, Monday is the 10th. Let's just make sure, let's go to the 14th.
Okay,
And she can pay online or over the phone.
perfect.
Marked that she has, well, I don't show any insurance. Do you happen to have any insurance?
I'll make sure she faxes it in today.
Okay. And give her this case number. And he'll take you to the clerk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Troy Gar. When I had the opportunity to pre-try the matter with Ms. Matlin, I believe counsel is requesting another pre-trial.
There's some witnesses I need to contact, Your Honor.
Any problems that I should be aware of?
Since the no contest order was put in place, Your Honor, we hope that he will continue to comply with that.
We're gonna reset this for a pretrial, but then after that, we'll set it for sentence if it's,
Bench trial. Yes,
bench
Your
trial
Honor.
if it's not resolved. Thank you.
Okay.
Tammy Wilkins.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Do we have a resolution?
We don't, Your Honor. We are still exchanging discovery. I have some things to give Mr. Morris. I think we're going to ask the court to set this matter for a bench trial.
We'll do that. Mr. Rose will give you that.
Thanks, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Ronnie Walker.
One second. Do we have a resolution,
We
gentlemen?
tried this case, we're for sentencing, you wanted
Oh.
to get results of probate court?
Yes.
Yeah, we tried this case and we lost,
Right.
okay?
And did we find out what's going on in probate court? Thank you. August 16th, it says. Wait, no, August 14th this year. I don't know, so did you read this?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, go right ahead. Thank you. I'm gonna give that back to you, sir, for your records. What would you like to tell me, Mr. Warren?
I know what, we just looked at it, go ahead.
Is there anything you want to say about
No,
sentencing?
Well, you know, he's 55 years old, he has no prior criminal history, you know, he has an associate's degree. You know, for like 5.5 years, he was a correctional officer in Cleveland, but he was laid off July 8th, and he spent 2 days in jail.
Is there anything you wanted to say, Mr. Walker?
Yes, first of all, as far as the, when we're down to probate, I never received a letter as far as, he said that what he gonna do, open up the thing again as far as the guardianship of my mom, you know, but I never received the thing to go back in and do it. He said to give him the opportunity to, apply for it.
Who's he?
The magistrate.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well, but you can't apply. They're not gonna let you be the guardian.
Did you see the
Yes.
report, you wanna look at it again?
Right, because I never received it.
Did you see it?
Well, here, go make a copy.
We wanna, get a copy of it, but they said that, you know, you wasting our money, basically. But I mean, I'm just going to probate that it says that you.
Wait, let me explain it to him, Mr. Warren, because I don't know if he understands.
That's what it says.
Wait, we're gonna listen. But first, this is what this says. On August 14th, the magistrate from probate court found that you were not a very good guardian, that you did not protect the interests of your mother, and therefore removed you as the guardian. And your brother or another relative may apply, but you may not apply. What would you like to say, sir?
My thing is, the thing about it is, I took care of my mom for 11 years, okay? I didn't ever misrepresent any of my money. I have the receipts for everything that I've ever done as far as, you know, getting the house repaired and everything like that. The only thing is that when they said that, you know, when it comes to our house, because it's not in my name or none of my brother's name, I can't put my own money into the house. You know, it's
No, I don't think you understand what they're saying.
I understand what they're saying.
This is, the magistrate does find that Ronnie Walker was not protected in the interest and
Because-
well-being of his ward, and in fact, he caused great financial harm to her.
But that's not the case.
Okay, but wait, sir, you can't disagree with this.
But, yeah, I can't for the simple fact that.
No. Okay. Mr. Walker, you're sentenced to 90 days in jail. Fines and costs are suspended. You're gonna be on active probation for 1 year after that to go for domestic violence. You'll have no contact with Donnie Walker. And I'm going to, well, the fine's $50 in cost, but we'll give him time to pay. That concludes this matter. Thank you.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
He still haven't returned her ID.
That I can't deal with. You're gonna have to go through probate court for the rest of those things, sir. Thank you.
Janelle Brown.
Mr. Moose.
Was that No, I was to identify you. Good morning, Your Honor. Patrick DeChiro for Mr. Natikia, who's in Europe, Your Honor.
Oh, how nice.
Your Honor, we're almost at a resolution of this case. She's still attending parenting classes. We would request a final pretrial if possible. He will be home next week, so maybe her classes are not done for another 2 weeks.
Let me just think. Okay, this is gonna be the third pretrial, so do we anticipate
Yes,
a plea
yes.
after that?
She has to finish in 2 weeks, and she just got a determination which she gave me from the county, which I'm gonna have her drop by the office, either
Okay.
call or drop by.
Good.
Because these are originals. I don't wanna take your originals, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Step right over there.
Your Honor, may I say one thing too?
Sure.
I want to commend you on your hire of Mr. Lieutenant Gismala.
Oh, do you know him?
43 years in
Wow.
the city. He was on when I was there, 33 years with the police department, 10 years with the service.
I can't
Distinguished
take
career.
credit. I hired the retired police chief from Valley View, and he has to take the credit.
Yes.
He's he's
What a
developing a
wonderful man.
professional team.
Couldn't
Well,
tell you
thank
how
you.
well loved he was in our city.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good
hire.
day.
Thank you.
Too bad. Jesse Williams. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Do we have a resolution today?
Judge, regarding all three of the matters, I believe that we have a resolution, Judge. Regarding the TRC numbers, city's going to move to amend to a physical control. Council has presented information regarding a diabetic state that may have contributed, or the city believes contributed to Mr. Williams. Regarding the TRD number, Your Honor, there'd be a plea to the moving violation, the stop sign violation. The city would nolly the remainder.
The hit, skip, and no seatbelt?
Correct, Your Honor. I did have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Dugas regarding any restitution. Mr. Dugas indicates that there is no restitution required. The victim has been satisfied assumptively by insurance judge. Regarding the TRD matter, Judge, it would be, unfortunately, a plea to the driving under suspension regarding the OVI suspension at the time. The city would nolly the second moving violation in that matter. Thank you.
And Mr. Shaughnessy, we know that there's a mandatory 3 days.
We do, Your Honor, and at the appropriate time for mitigation, we'll explain to you how we ended up with this resolution.
Okay, Mr. Williams, I know Mr. Shaughnessy has reviewed this with you, but I want to make sure you understand also, because it's a little complicated. So the good thing is the OVI, the operating vehicle under the influence of alcohol, is going to be reduced to physical control, whereas the OVI is on your record for life. Eventually, the physical control will come off, and there's no points on that. The possible penalty is up to 6 months in jail and up to $1,000 fine, 0 points. The stop sign carries 2 points, so that and a fine of up to $150 in cost. The driving under suspension carries, excuse me, a minimum of 3 days in jail, the maximum of 6 months. The fine is up to $1,000. You would have 6 points on your license. So at the end of this, you would have 8 points, 6, 7, 8 points on your license. If you plead guilty or no contest today, you'll be convicted. I'll listen to you and Mr. Shaughnessy, then you'll be sentenced, and your case will be over today. If you disagree with it, though, if you feel you're not guilty of any of these charges, you can still tell me that now. We'll set this for trial. You have the right to a jury trial. The burden of proof would be on the state. They'd have to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Mr. Shaughnessy would have the right to cross-examine all the witnesses against you and bring witnesses for your defense. If you have witnesses who won't come to court voluntarily, he can ask me to issue a subpoena. That's a court order, and I'll compel them to be here. And you would have the right to remain silent, and your silence could not be used against you. That means you don't have to get on the witness stand, you don't have to say a word, okay? So those are your rights if you plead not guilty, but you give them up today if you plead no contest. Any questions about anything I've told you? Do you want to plead no contest today or go to trial?
Yes, ma'am.
No contest. I'm going to ask you to sign that form that says you're pleading no contest. What would you like to tell me?
Thank you, Judge. If you please the court. This gentleman's led an extraordinary life. He doesn't have any prior record. He's an assistant principal at Collinwood High School. An unfortunate series of events developed. As Mr. Moore stated, he is a diabetic. He did get involved in this car accident. He left the scene of the accident to go home to get medication. There was no breathalyzer taken. The police officer said there was an odor of alcohol. He couldn't stay, or he would have felt he would have passed out. So, I think we had that all worked out. He went and got an assessment for the court. He also went and did the 3-day program ahead of time, just as a precaution, and thought that that would be a good idea. So we had everything under control until the day he drove under suspension. And what had happened is his mother had called him and said that she had been in an argument and was afraid of his stepfather, that there would be a physical altercation. Obviously, what Jesse should have done is dial 911 and allowed the police to get there first. Instead, he got in his car, thought he could get over there to help his mother, and he was under a suspension. He does understand that he's got to serve 3 days for that. We would ask if the court would allow him to schedule that around his work schedule. And again, Judge, he probably could have pled to the OVI and got rid of the 3 days, but the OVI on his record with his certification with the state of Ohio would have been very detrimental. So he understands the punishment for his bad decisions.
I can't think of a way around it.
I couldn't get Mr. Morse to think of a way around it either. But he was gracious in not forcing us to go to trial on the OVI issue, which certainly protects Jesse's status with the school system and the state certification. So that's a risk that we couldn't afford.
Okay, on the physical control and stop sign, I'm going to suspend, no fines, he'll just have to pay court costs, those I can suspend. And he'll have 2 points. Inactive probation, I've marked that he has taken the 3-day program. The ALS, is that up? Yes, it should be up now. And he'll have 2 points on his license on the stop sign. Then, on the DUS. Amend that to state code. I don't think I have anything current on this desk. I'm going to suspend fines, and I'm going to suspend fines. Just costs. And he's sentenced to 3 days in jail. Did you spend any time in jail before you bonded out, sir? Do you know? When you were arrested, did you spend overnight in jail, or did you bond out that night?
I bonded out about like 6 hours. Six
We'll see
to 8 hours.
if he has any credit for that. When would he like to report? Do you need a calendar?
Yeah, I need it. I guess the weekend of the 22nd, like is it a Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing?
Yes.
So I could report on the 21st. That'll give me enough time to make arrangements with covering football games and stuff.
Okay. I'm sorry, what date?
The 21st.
That would be... I'm missing a page. One more time, say that.
September 21st, please.
21st, at what time? Is that like first thing in the morning, or? That would be, so you have to be there at school on Friday. You want to report after 6 o'clock?
Yeah, 6 would be fine.
Okay. I think that covers it. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor. Thank you.
You need to take that paperwork with you. Thank you.
What happened was when I was in the bridge. You did this electronic, which is fine.
Oh, did I?
I'm putting cases for pre-trials in the future, then I show up on the docket. I can print them out when they come up, like they're not showing up, like a Detroit Guard at 10 minutes ago. I'm gonna get them now.
No. I was, yeah, I told them to give it to Sally.
Okay, so it was on her desk, she didn't know what to do with them, but, all right.
So I'll give them all.
What you been doing for 5 years? Did it change this way?
Unless I can bring Halloween candy.
I guess so.
Nothing changed out there. So that Mr. Shaw, is here, yes.
Is there anything else we can call? I don't remember any other motions though. Robert Cutina. Robert Cutina. Mr. Left. Get all your stuff, let's see. What I was gonna recommend is why don't I get rid of some of the housing and you can talk to people? Okay, if he needs you?
Why don't you do some of the sentencing if you can?
There's only one sentencing.
I've got Andrea Herman
Oh,
for
yes.
sentencing.
Did we need Mr. Morrow for that?
What's the issue?
Herman and Zutch. Raymond
That's right,
Zutch.
Zutch. Well, they pled no contest, so what's the issue?
They were making an issue about not Mr. Morrow not giving him permits last time.
Oh, so did you inquire about this from Mr. Morrow?
They did obtain 3 since that date.
Okay. Andrea Herman,
And Raymond Zutch.
and Raymond Zutch. I was just asking Mr. Leffel, you were given 3 permits?
Yes.
So you have all the permits you need?
Yes.
Okay, so when do you think everything will be done?
We're just asking for the permitted time for the permits to have it done.
How long is the permit for?
What do you mean by that?
1 year.
It's 1 year. Unless we just put, and while we have been in court, he filed to have it demoed.
And they won't
Cuyahoga
take it
County,
off.
and he won't take it off
Until it's completed.
until he says
Whole house,
completed.
not
This
even
is
the
for
point of
point of sale.
sale.
This is not point of
Okay,
He
sale.
wants
only
the
one
whole
person
house.
can talk at once.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so do you want to go first, Ms. Harris? Do you want to tell me what, I don't know what you were saying, because both
What
of you
I'm
were
saying
talking.
is originally we bought the house, that's why we're here over the point of sale. And it was a short list, and we were thinking that's what we had to do. But then they put it on the demo list, and now, after the day of court last time, we went in and they told us not only do we have to do the point of sale, but we have to do the whole house to get it off the demo.
And he
And you should
laughed at
see
us.
this house.
It's beautiful.
It's
Please
not a
drive by
nuisance
it. Please drive by
whatsoever.
it.
Okay, wait.
It's one of the most
Okay,
prettiest
wait.
houses.
I'm looking here, this was filed in my court in April. This is September.
Yes.
And they say that the violations go back to, I'm trying to read this.
It's August 22nd of 17.
So it's been a year.
And that's when we purchased it.
Okay, so in a year, you haven't done any of the things on
He
the,
made clear if we did anything, we did it illegally. He made clear without the permits. if
who's
we
he?
did-
Mr.
Marco.
Leffel?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, let's start again. You own other property, other places? Oh,
This is our home to live in and grow old in.
okay.
We wanted to be married.
So let's go over this. This is the law. It's the law for you, it's the law for everybody in this room. When you buy a piece of property in Garfield Heights, you get a point of sale inspection, and you have to do that work within 90 days, okay, from the day you purchased it. To do that, though, you need to go to the city to get a permit so that they can make sure you do it in accordance with law.
Yes.
Okay? When did you first apply for the permit?
4 times.
That's not what I asked. When was the first time you applied?
Within a week of purchasing the house.
Okay, and why did they deny it?
They just said no. They said no. They said they wanted a structural engineer. We got a structural engineer. Even last time in court, we tried to hand it over. He moved away from me. And we tried.
They told us our realtor should not have sold us the house.
Yeah.
And that they're not giving us permits.
They're not giving us permits. 4 times we went in and we can show. And each time we did, 2 days to 3 days exactly after they went, we got something in the mail saying they're coming after us with a warrant to come in our house. They're tearing down our house, charging us $13,000. Our RV was illegal to be there, and it's registered and sure it's legal. And every time we walked into that in there, and all 4 times, we got something would sort of feel as malicious to come at us. We're contractors. We've been doing this our whole life. It's the
Well,
smallest
what do
point
you
of sale.
contract for?
Rehabbing houses?
Rehabbing houses. We do this for a living.
Well, okay, then I don't under,
And this is our personal home.
Yeah.
And this is the hardest we've ever had a problem with.
Yeah.
Any.
We got cities, we write off 10 pages.
right, well, let me ask you this. What do they need to do?
They've had no re-inspections since day one. So
That's
we
the
have no
point of
idea.
sale.
Because we only pulled permits now. They only gave them to us
They
on the
just
9th
gave
because
them
of
to
you.
us.
Thank you, Judge. And we went in 3 times that day. We
You know,
sat for 45 minutes
I
before
find
we
this
could
kind
get
of
them.
incredible. Okay, so you cannot have a year to get the work
We
done.
have 3 months, like the
3 months to 6
original
months.
point of
But
sale.
the point of sale says we have 1 year to complete them. So what we have by law,
Would you have a copy of that? Because I've never seen one.
they're on our
that says
windows.
that.
We had to put them on the
We had to
windows
post
because it's
them
the law.
clearly
We
on
know
the
the law of posting permits.
Okay, so that wasn't your point of sale, that's your
Oh,
permit.
no. Yeah.
And I
Show
think
me
what
the
they're-
original notice you got on the
This is
point
the
of
point of
sale.
sale, the smallest point of sale. I've been doing this, I'm in my 50s. That's
Okay,
the
where's the
smallest.
rest of it that shows when it has to be done?
That's it? That's it?
That can't be.
Yes,
what
we
Cuyahoga
signed
County
it.
said
And that's
too.
what he has. Can you show us it? Well, it has some pictures.
Your Honor, what they're referring to on the permits is that the permits are good for 1 year.
That's correct.
Correct. And you just
Before
now
they
allowed us,
expire.
you just allowed us an out
That's
of
all.
court.
But that doesn't mean you have a year to get the work done.
We understand, we agree, we know.
If we
But
could just
he made
please have
clear,
3
and we can
months.
prove, just the 3 months to 6 months, just 6 months at least. Because he says the whole house has to be clear. And we asked him to please pull it off the demo, and he's done it since it's been in court with you. We felt that was malicious to the court and us, that he did that. He filed on 8/3 while the court proceedings are going. He could have waited till the outcome.
Well, I have no, this is what I need done. I need this stuff done in 60 days. Or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a trial. I'm gonna bring Mr. Morrow in, and if you're lying to me, then you go to
Oh,
jail.
no, we agree.
Okay, so you've got 60 days from today to get this done.
Is that the
And you
point of
have to-
sale?
That's for the point of
That's
sale.
for the point of sale. That's what we're here for, not the other
That's 2
things.
months.
Do you understand?
God bless you.
And Mr. Rose will give you that date to come back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I ask one question?
Yes.
So, do we have to have it re-inspected in
Yes.
60 days?
And we're talking point of sale. If there's other violations, that's gonna be another
Understand.
issue.
Okay,
Thank
thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, step over here.
Elevar Holdings.
Elevar Holdings?
Yeah, I didn't know the name.
Judge, would you mind after this if we just call
Sure.
one case for a case, someone
Sure.
from officer?
Mr. Petropoulos, everything's done.
Hi, Your Honor, after the arraignment, I had a concussion.
Oh, I'm
And I
sorry.
usually oversee what is going on, and I couldn't in this case. I tried to last minute continue this case yesterday, but this happens
Are you
Tuesday.
okay?
I'm getting better. I was originally, like, for 2 weeks after, I was slurring. I was
Oh, my
pulling up
God.
some issues with thoughts to words, but if you had me in here a few weeks ago, I would have just frozen during this. But I'm getting better, but the doctor said I have to take a month off. I can't take a month off, but I'm here. So
But so now, how come you didn't do all this work while he was suffering from a concussion?
If I knew law, if I knew law, I would.
Well, no.
Oh, wait, just the work.
Oh, I'm sorry. you
What's
mean the
left
work?
that needs to be
Okay.
done?
There's around 4 items that still need to be addressed. Now, the reason why we haven't done yet was because we ran low on funds. It's not that we're trying to escape the work. We want to do it, and we don't want any issues with the city. But all I'm asking for is a little bit more time. That's all I need.
How about 30 days? How about 30 days and then you go to jail for 30 days if it's not done?
He wouldn't survive in jail, Your Honor.
No, not.
He wouldn't do
Can you get it done in 30 days?
I think so.
Okay. We're gonna reset this in 30 days for sentencing. Oh, well, so pretrial, you haven't pled. But they'll dismiss it. I mean, I know these guys, they'll dismiss it if he gets it done.
That's why I'm gonna
Yeah,
push to get it done.
okay?
Yes.
And otherwise, you're gonna pay $1,000 in fines. So get it done. Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna call one other matter. Mr.
Anthony Render, Your Honor.
Anthony Render.
Your Honor, this matter was scheduled for 7:30 for bench trial. Mr. Render has not appeared. The officer is present. C would request a capias.
No response on the phone, I can't get a hold of.
See, this case has gone on so long without finding the victim that he gave up. It doesn't come anymore.
I did speak with the victim
Oh, good.
yesterday and have a text message from her. She was not subpoenaed for the first first bench trial, which was set actually even before she got a copy of the TPO and her victim notification letter.
Okay.
And she wasn't subpoenaed, and then you had issued a warrant for her. She was subpoenaed for this hearing, but did not receive that subpoena, and I have a text message for you.
Judge.
Thank you.
That's what she's asking.
That's what she says.
She apparently is a supervisor at her job and did not have enough time to request time off, so she's asking.
Judge,
for
regarding the
more.
duration of the case, I don't know, I had this indicated, we had a pretrial on 8/2, which was just a month ago, and then this was scheduled for bench trial today. I didn't believe that this case was so
You're right.
long in the tooth or
You're
anything
right.
like that.
Yeah, the first time I saw it
Okay,
was
but
July
let's
30th.
talk about this. So for the 22nd, the subpoena was issued the 22nd. Well, that was but she said she didn't get it?
She said she didn't get it. She did get a copy of the protection order and the victim notification letter for the first one, for the first hearing, and that was,
Okay, so for
Like,
this
the day
subpoena, they said they left it at the residence at 12827 Park Knoll. Maybe you could maybe
I
see if
can
she's
try and
still there?
confirm her address. I
Okay,
think it is her address.
okay. So she might want to check her house. It might be posted on a door somewhere.
Yeah, and I'll let her know if the new.
But we are
And
issuing
Judge,
a
one of the
warrant.
other potential issues regarding the first one was it looks like this was charged on 7/29 and the first pretrial was 8/2.
Right, that was
So-
what I was saying.
Yeah.
That she didn't get the notification until after the hearing. So, are you gonna lift her warrant?
Oh, yes.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, Michael Durbin, Judge.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Do we have a resolution?
Judge, I believe counsel is requesting either another pretrial or a motion.
Probably another pretrial. We will file a motion, but I think that I was gonna send you a request to see if that other body cam does
Judge,
exist.
I'm sorry, we have provided Judge body cam from one of the officers. We'll endeavor to see if there's another from the officer on scene.
Well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set this for a motion to suppress.
Okay.
Stay in touch with him and make sure he gets that to you. If he doesn't get it to you, then, of course, we'll reset it, but
Certainly.
we'll shoot for a motion to suppress. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Honor, my client has driving privileges that I think just need to get.
Let me take a look here a second. Okay, let me put this, that we're gonna continue driving privileges. So Mr. Rose has to pick a date, then you can go see the probation officer, Sally, and she'll give you the permit. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, may I ask one question, Judge? You called on the victim?
Yeah. Maybe if you just give that back to me when you're done.
I'm done with it. I'm not resetting.
You like that sticky note system?
Am I setting?
Oh, yes, you're resetting. Oh, no, you're issuing a warrant for render. Okay,
I'm done with that.
yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Spencer Wallace.
Even though I think she heard it. I think so too.
She went outside. She's outside. We'll talk to you.
Who is it?
Do we have a resolution here?
I believe we do, Judge.
Good morning.
Come on up. Sorry about that. Your Honor, before the court is Spencer Wallace. Mr. Wallace was charged on May 24th of 2017 with violation of a protection order. I've had a chance to discuss this with Ms. Matlin as well as the victim, Felicia Miller, who's to my right here. Ms. Miller indicates that they have a child together, and she doesn't want to see the defendant prosecuted for this charge, nor does she want the protection order to be continued. In light of that, I've agreed to offer a plea to a disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor of the 4th degree.
And not meaning any disrespect, ma'am, but it's not up to you and Mr. Wallace whether he obeys a court order. You know, have you gone to the court that issued the order and asked for it to be terminated?
Summit County Jail, yes, and I told them that I would like to take it off, discontinue it. There's like, well, you gotta go to Independence to do that. That's why we're here today.
So let's talk about that, because I want to make sure you
Okay,
understand.
thank you.
Independence didn't put the protection order on. The court in Summit County did, so you have to go to
Right.
that judge, not the jail.
Okay.
The jail has no control over it. It was issued by a judge, and it's not actually you, it's him that has to go and seek a hearing on that. And until that time, if you two are in contact, he's in violation of that order.
We're not in contact right now.
Good, well, that's a good
Because
thing.
We can't be together, but, you know, I really do love that man because we have 3 kids together. You know, I love him.
Sure. And I hope the best for you, ma'am, but before, he has to know that he has to follow the court order, or he has to go to the judge and ask to have it changed.
Okay.
Okay?
We
Now-
go to it was the magistrate that did that.
Okay, then the magistrate. Right. But it was ultimately approved by a judge.
Okay, yes.
You know, essentially, the reason that we came across Mr. Wallace was there was a car accident.
Yes.
And there was no violence or anything.
Right.
To it.
He was just riding with me to go to Cleveland Clinic because my leg is so terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, so Mr. Wallace, the prosecutor is reducing this charge to disorderly conduct, a misdemeanor of the 4th degree. It carries a possible penalty of up to 30 days in jail and up to a $250 fine. If you plead guilty or no contest today, you'll be convicted. I'll listen to you, Miss Matlin, anything you want to tell me. Then you'll be sentenced and your case will be over today. If you disagree with that, though, if you feel you're not guilty, we'll set this for trial, and you have the right to a jury trial. So, Mr. Wallace, do you have any questions about anything I've said here today? No. Do you want to plead no contest, or do you want to go to trial?
No, no trial.
So you want to plead no contest?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to ask you to sign that form that says that. Miss Matlin will look it over to make sure it's accurate. What would you like to tell me, Miss Matlin?
Your Honor, Mr. Spencer and
Miss Felicia. They've been together for 27 years, and they have the 3 children together. The initial civil protection order was not for anything physical. There was never any physical violence. It was more verbal, a lot of verbalization, and she just wanted to put an end to that. He's not on probation or parole with any other, entity. He does not have a criminal record that I am aware of. And as the prosecutor said, he was taking her to the Cleveland Clinic. He was just trying to help her because they are from Akron. They're not familiar with this area. I know that's not an excuse, Your Honor, but again, there was never any intent to actually violate the order that was issued in Summit County. Mr. Wallace is unemployed and he's on disability, Your Honor, and he's done 2 days in jail waiting for his arraignment.
Mr. Wallace, I can't ignore it when people ignore court orders. So you're sentenced to 3 days in jail. You'll get credit for time served. Fines and costs are suspended. The order is still in effect.
Yes, ma'am.
What I do here today can't affect that.
Yes, ma'am.
So if both of you, if you would like to get rid of the order, you go down there and ask for a hearing. You can go to the I don't know, is it the Summit County Legal Aid?
She could probably work with an advocate from the battered women's shelter.
Okay. Okay, so Ms. Gordon, who is our advocate, is going to work with her, but you may want, did you have an attorney when in that proceeding?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Okay. I would suggest that you contact someone. Until then, you have to follow the order.
Yes, ma'am.
And you can go with this gentleman. Thank you. That concludes this
Okay.
matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nancy Boscarello.
Thanks. What was the name again?
Boscarello.
Good morning. Do we have a resolution?
Yes, I believe we do, Your Honor. Ms. Boscarello was charged with an OVI, a refusal of obeying a traffic control device. I've had a chance to speak with Ms. Matlin about this matter. Ms. Boscarello is 28 years old. She lives in Crossley Road in Seven Hills, and she has no prior criminal offenses or traffic offenses. The arresting officer is present here today. I've consulted with him, and he's in agreement that Ms. Boscarello has some emotional issues and probably needs counseling. In light of these circumstances, we would like to amend the OVI to a physical control, anticipating a plea on both a physical renewal and a traffic control device.
Okay, very good. Okay, Ms. Boscarella then. And I have to inquire, the prosecutor indicated that you have some emotional issues. Are you seeing a doctor?
No, it's from dealing with my mother has leukemia. I've been taking care of her for a few years, so.
So you
doing
yourself
that.
have not been diagnosed with any psychiatric issue?
No, I mean,
Okay.
probably anxiety.
Oh, I'm sure, and
but-
maybe you do. But, because I have to ask, because if you're on medication, I need to know what kind of medication. So you're not taking any medication at this time?
Not at the moment.
Okay, okay. So then the charge is physical control of a vehicle while under the influence. It carries a possible penalty of up to 6 months in jail, up to $1,000 fine, no mandatory license suspension, and no points. So it's a big difference. And also, unlike an OVI that's on your record for life, the physical control will come off with the passage of time. So, and then you've got disobeying a traffic control device, a minor misdemeanor, with a fine of up to $150 and cost 2 points. If you plead guilty or no contest to these charges today, you'll be convicted. I'll listen to everybody here, then you'll be sentenced and your case will be over today. If you disagree with that, though, if you feel you're not guilty, we'll set this for trial. You have the right to a jury trial. The burden of proof is on the state. They'd have to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Ms. Matlin would have the right to cross-examine all the witnesses against you and bring witnesses for your defense. If you have witnesses that won't come to court voluntarily, I'll issue a subpoena, court order, and compel them to be here. And you would have the right to remain silent, and your silence could not be used against you. Then it would just be up to the jury. They would decide. So you can plead no contest or go to trial. Any questions about anything I've asked? Are you ready to make a decision?
Yes.
Do you want to plead no contest or go to trial?
I'd like to.
Plead no contest?
That's all right.
Okay.
You're-
And you understand you'll be convicted if you say that?
Yes.
Okay. I need you to sign that form. Thank you. What would you like to, officer, anything you wanted to say, sir?
No matter what she's dealing with her mother, she just should get some help, maybe, and talk to somebody.
Thank you. Mr. Ihone.
Nothing else.
Mr. Matlow.
First of all, thank you, officer, for your consideration of this matter. First off, Your Honor, Nancy is dealing with a lot with the mother with leukemia. In fact, she's been Ubering to the Cleveland Clinic because she had an acute episode after this situation. And I agree that the assessment that Nancy should get some help, whether it's just an evaluation and then some sort of counseling, because I think she's in for the long haul, Your Honor. Nancy has definitely learned her lesson. She has insurance, and she always had insurance. She's a high school graduate. She's a junior at Cleveland State, but she's not currently in school as a statistics major, and currently unemployed because she spent the time taking care of her mom. And we're asking that the court takes that into consideration.
And anything you wanted to say?
Just I appreciate taking into consideration my situation.
The fine is going to be $250 and costs will apply any bond and give you time to pay on the balance if you need it. I'm going to suspend the days in jail. You'll have 2 points on your license. You'll be on active probation for 1 year, during which time you'll consume no alcohol whatsoever for any occasion, and you'll engage in caregiver counseling that they can arrange through probation. I'm not going to suspend your license. I've noted that you have insurance, and now this happened in July, so I will have to terminate the administrative license suspension, and I'll do that. I have to do that through a separate entry to the BMV, and I will take care of that later today. So it'll probably take at least a day or so to get that reinstated.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can tell me.
Thank you.
She would have to pay the fees and the administrative license.
No,
No
because
fees?
because the LS is, I'm gonna terminate it.
Okay.
There won't
So
be
it's
any-
automatic, she gets her license back, basically? is
Yes,
what I'm asking. Okay.
yes.
And Your Honor, it's in state code,
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Marvin Rosser. Well, I know, you can see him stuff. Judge, Mr. Rosser, the victim was here, and also the officer is here regarding the matter. City's requesting a capias, Judge.
We're gonna issue a warrant for Marvin Rosser.
Omar Ankrum. Ms. Mayweather.
How do you spell Ankrum?
A-N-K-R-U.
Thank you. Oh, I still can't find it. Could you spell your last name again?
A-N-K-R-U-M.
For some reason, I don't have this case on. Oh, here, it's set at 8:30. Do we have a resolution, or are we trying this?
Your Honor, we do have a resolution. City's going to amend laterally to an assault judge and wish to be heard regarding sentencing.
And you're agreeable to that?
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Ankrum, then, you are currently charged with domestic violence. It carries a penalty of up to 6 months in jail, up to $1,000 fine. You are under that section, you're barred for life under federal law from possessing a deadly weapon, and it would be on your record for life. The prosecutor is amending the charge to assault. It carries a penalty of up to 6 months in jail, up to $1,000 fine. There's no federal law regarding deadly weapons, and I assume if you had no prior record, you could seek to have this sealed, but that would be up to me. So there's a difference. There's also some jobs you can't get if you've been convicted of domestic violence, so that's why it's a more serious offense. So the assault charge, if you plead guilty or no contest today, you'll be convicted. I'm gonna listen to everybody here. Then you'll be sentenced and your case will be over today. If you disagree with that though, if you feel you're not guilty of any offense, it's set for trial today. I'll listen to the evidence. The burden of proof would be on the prosecutor, the city of Garfield Heights. They'd have to prove your guilt of domestic violence beyond a reasonable doubt. Mr. Warren would be able to cross-examine all the witnesses against you and bring witnesses for your defense. And you would have the right to remain silent, and your silence cannot be used against you. That means not me, not anybody can ask you questions, and you don't have to say anything. Then I would just base my decision on the other evidence I hear today. So your choice is to plead no contest to assault, or tell me you want to go to trial on the charge of domestic violence. Do you understand the choice, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions? How do you want to proceed? No contest. So do you know that if you say no contest, you'll be convicted of assault?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to sign this form that says you're pleading no contest.
Can I get like a brief minute?
Yes?
Go ahead, sign this.
Ready?
Well, Your Honor,
Well, let me hear from everybody else first. Officer, anything you wanted to say, sir? Ma'am, anything you wanted to say? Do you mind if I ask you a couple questions? If there's any question,
I don't mind.
Okay. Do you plan on continuing your relationship with
We've been apart for a long time.
apart? Okay.
I'm saying not together, I'm married, all of that.
Gotcha. Okay. And you've had no other problems then since this?
No.
Thank you. Ms. Gordon?
Your Honor, I would just point out that the victim in this case is a child, which is, of course, very concerning. And that it may be helpful, at least for the time being, because she is in counseling. Yes, she's in counseling. That it may be helpful for there to be a no contact order for now.
Your Honor, regarding Armani, the child in question, Judge, who's 9 years old presently, well, certainly I anticipate that counsel will posit to the court regarding corporal punishment and the like. If I could, Judge, I'd like for Your Honor to take a look at those photographs. Judge, the allegations here involve an extension cord and involve, well, first of all, Judge, which would certainly fall out of the corporal statute to begin with in its implementation, and secondarily, Judge, as you can see, there's striations on the arms, inner thighs, and other areas that certainly would never fall into the corporal zone, at least as the city understands the corporal statute in the state of Ohio. Judge, certainly recognizing and having spoken with Ms. Mayweather, Armani's mother, obviously, and in speaking with counsel and recognizing that there is a possibility, certainly, that Mr. Ankrum is seeking to learn from this behavior. The city was willing to consider a non, as you said, permanent fixture on his record of a domestic violence. However, Judge, that doesn't diminish, I think, the severity of the conduct here, and certainly the city would be requesting a jail sentence, Judge. Thank you.
Well, Your Honor, Omar is 29 years old. He has a GED, and he has a full-time job, a good job at Forest City Tree Protection. He's been there 2 years. He has no prior criminal history. And yeah, and again, he accepts responsibility for what he did. He didn't really attempt to cause any harm to the child. You know, I mean, it's almost like a cultural thing at a point. I know a lot of people feel that it's okay to spank a child with a cord or other things as long as they don't cause any injury. They don't seem to realize the painfulness of it and a lot of other things. But he's taken a 9-week a parenting class with Beachmont. Okay, and he's into his 6 weeks. All I would ask is let him complete the rest of the parenting course so that we can maybe come back for sentencing. But I think he's learned a lot from this. And again, he loves his child. He just didn't, you know, I can't really, you know how it is. I mean, in my day, you know, those days were kind of common with a paddle and other things, but he didn't cut the skin. He didn't cause any permanent injury. She's light. There are some red marks, but he knows now that he's crossed the line. He accepts responsibility for that.
I would like to make sure that he does complete that program. We're gonna reset this for sentencing. You don't have to come back unless you want to, ma'am. I just wanna make sure that, and I'd like to ask him some questions after he finishes the program. Okay?
So the protection order
The
remains.
protection order will remain in effect.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay.
Judge Theo St. Villas?
Thank you, sir, and we'll see you after that class is done. Thank you.
Judge, regarding Mr. St. Villas, I did have the opportunity to speak with Mr. Montello. I also spoke with the officer here this morning. Judge C would move to amend an equipment violation 33701.
There's a plea extension, Your Honor, on that.
There's a what?
Plea extension, he resides in Florida.
I'm looking for the file. Oh, it was set for trial, too.
I called him, yeah.
Who's Mr. Yemek?
He's a guy in Columbus that, he handles a lot of these things. I'm surprised you never heard of him before.
Yeah, but so he contacted you?
Yeah,
Okay,
he
I
named
just
me
did,
to appear.
should I leave his name in the
Yes,
computer
I
or
guess
yours?
so.
Okay.
And what did he amend it to, I'm sorry?
Certain acts, 0 points. We don't even report that.
No problem. And then, how much is the fine gonna be?
Let me see, what does he do for a living?
CDL truck driver, Florida. I think it was just a stop sign, wasn't it?
Red light.
A red light, okay.
$100 in costs.
Can he have like 2 weeks to pay
Sure.
that? Thank you.
I'll have, you can take this to the clerk and they'll give you the whole thing.
Thank you, Your Honor. See you tomorrow.
Today, so 2 weeks, today's the, but we'll give him 3 weeks just in case, but he can, in case he's really traveling, but he can do it over the phone.
Yes, I think that's how they did it. They've done it before. I think Yemek has the money already.
Actually, those are 2 different cases, but they have case numbers on. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Montello.
There's no body, right?
No body, just Mr. Montello. Don't run away. We'll fill you in between him taking a break.
Team US, Your Honor.
Could you say that again?
Team US.
Team US. How are we doing?
LLC. He is completed, Your Honor.
Oh, fantastic. Then how do we want to handle this?
City would recommend dismissal of the defendant's cost.
So what that means, sir, is we would dismiss these charges, but the costs are $135. Can you pay that?
Yes.
Can you pay it today?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. And what does Team US do? Is it, do you
Real estate
rehab
investor.
houses? Okay. And you own any other property in Garfield, or would this be the first one?
No, we own multiple properties in the company.
I'm waiting for this to come up, it's very slow. Okay, he'll take you to the clerk, and it'll just be the $135.
Judge, may
I have to wait for this to come
I
up.
understand that. Can we step one side, Mr. I want to do one thing because Mr. Dugas has a victim here and I want to make sure that she's heard.
Okay,
Mr.
I don't know why this isn't coming up, don't call yet.
Someone from Chalky and Mr. Morse have the same person. I'm ready, but they're called. I want to make sure
Nothing's,
she's heard.
oh, there.
And I just told her to make sure that if she hears it, call me right now. Oh, okay. Give me 1 second, please. Chuck. Yes. Sean Long. Mr. Morse, can I borrow you for a second, please? We're gonna just finishing up one case called Sean Walton, because there's a victim here on your case.
Right. He's got Herbal Heights, Maple Heights again?
Yes, he's a multi-jurisdictional.
You sent that message you was in yesterday.
He was here, he did not waive speedy trial. So, I want to make sure the victim is heard before the judge. So can we call Sean Walton, Judge? Sean Walton?
Good morning. Apparently, Mr. Walton is not here. Mr. Chappie, Mr. Walton had a falsification in your city, but he had a petty theft.
He also, he had two, I think he had making false alarms and
Yes.
falsification, yes.
And this young lady is here on the Garfield Heights case. I'm going to issue a warrant for his arrest. We're also holding his cell phone, and I'm surprised he didn't come back to get it, but that's where we're at. Anything else I should know?
Nothing.
Okay. So as soon as we find him, the prosecutor will be in contact. Okay, thank you. And of course, Mr. Dugas will be available to help you. Okay. Thank you.
Your Honor, let me see if I stop it.
That's set tomorrow in Maple Heights. I suspect he won't be back, but we'll see. Thank you. Got another one?
I have a trial to the court and a motion to suppress that we're trying to resolve the motion.
Oh, well, keep resolving. Who do you have?
Michael.
Oh, wait, no. What, David who?
Warnock.
David Warnock? Are you representing Mr. Warnock?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, what was your, is the work done, or we?
No, he's, the electrical inside's done. He still needs to schedule an inspection. If we could give him 45 days, he's getting a bonus from work. He works at Bahama Breeze, and Darden gave him a bonus on their anniversary. And he has-
Okay.
he
I
has
can
some-
understand that.
He has some other money set aside, Your Honor, and that would be wonderful.
Mr. Rose will give you that date. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Step right over here. Don't go away, Mr. Leffel.
CNC Rehab and Dushan Carter.
Dushan Carter, CNC Rehab. Good morning. Everything done?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you want to
City
do?
would move to dismiss at the defendant's cost.
So, Mr. Carter, I'm going to assess what, there's a case against you, there's a case against the corporation. I'll charge one court cost of $135 instead of two. Can you pay that today? This gentleman will take you to the clerk, and good luck. Thank you, sir. How about the word of righteousness?
They have an attorney. One of the Lidos is
Are
here.
they here?
One of them. Charles is here, but Alicia's not.
Who's the attorney? Is he
In
here?
a wheelchair, I believe, I think.
Oh, no, he's here for another matter.
Mr. Ross.
Word of righteousness? Come on, Reverend, come on. He's here? Oh, okay. Good morning, Pastor. I'd be happy if you weren't here. How are we doing?
Nothing's been done, Your Honor. We have this one.
Sure. Have you had an opportunity, I know that when we were here last time, you were really surprised to be here and weren't sure of what was going on, so have you had
I
a time?
found out what exactly is going on. There's a tenant that's in the house now. She was responsible for all the repairs in the lease, that I have a signed lease. The eviction has been filed, so she's scheduled to be evicted. And to vacate on the 8th.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay.
So I was gonna ask if we could do a continuance.
Oh, sure.
so then she can vacate the premises and then whatever repairs, they're supposed to be done by the tenant, but if they're not, then we will actually do those repairs and then bring all that back in. That's done.
I'm sorry, Judge, by when?
Pat, this is what happened. Pastor Little came to court, he has an agreed eviction date. So, but they're gonna be out on the 8th. If they're not out on the 8th, then I'm gonna do a writ. So the 8th is this Saturday. And then I'll do a writ next week if they tell me she hasn't left. So then he's gonna need time after that to work out. This is just one house, all these charges? Two
There's
houses?
two properties that are
Okay.
charged, and regarding the eviction is, I'm assuming that's for South Parkway.
Yes.
That house has never had a rental inspection, permit, no permit.
How about the other one? Does it have a permit?
That's a commercial building. The other one's a commercial building.
And who's in there now?
No one, it's vacant.
Okay. Are you familiar with that
Yes.
property also?
Yes.
Okay. So Pastor, in Garfield Heights, there's a rule that you have to register all rental property with the city. And they do that because then they do an inspection and they can make sure the house is up to code and, you know, hopefully we never have a fire and tenants die in them, okay? So that's the purpose of the law.
Okay.
So once this Mr. Taylor is out, of course, you'll have to make the corrections, correct the violations, but then you have to go to the city and get, what do you call it, a registration now?
Yes.
A registration. Some people call it a rental permit certificate, but it's an endorsement by the city that they've inspected the property and it's safe to rent. Okay, so before you can put a new tenant in that, you'll need to have that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me give that back to you.
And Your Honor, the city was called out to this property on 8/23.
Is this the house?
This is the house. The sanitary sewer is plugged, and there's sewage puddling in the basement. There's been sewage problems in this house for probably well over a year.
I'd like to also mention that the city of Cleveland came out and actually cleared the drain, so that's been corrected.
Since then?
Yes.
Okay. So, Pastor, how much time do you think this will take?
She's scheduled, I would like, prefer to do it after she.
Oh, yeah, after
vacates
she's out.
So,
Right.
depending on the list. Kevin Taylor and.
I have a Henderson or something.
It's Kevin Taylor and Ebony Henderson are the tenants.
So what, I'm not sure the pastor understands what needs to be done. So, did they give you a list?
Yes, there was a list that was mailed out, and then the tenant was supposed to complete that list based off of the lease. Yes, based off the lease. And
All
that-
the exterior violations?
Yes, that lease, I have a copy of that lease where she's responsible for all of the repairs.
Including painting garage and
Yes.
restoring flooring and so forth?
So all of those are supposed to be completed before she vacates?
Well,
Right.
no. I hate to break the bad news to you, Pastor, but she probably isn't going to do them at all. And I'm afraid the church is going to have to.
Right, so anytime you can give us after she vacates, that would be
Well, why don't we,
appreciated.
because I know you're a busy man and have many, doing good works in the community, and you're a valued member, so I don't want to keep bringing you back to court, but how about if we come back in 60 days and see where you're at? Make sure that everybody's on the same page so that the city will be
Your Honor,
satisfied.
regarding the commercial property, which is the old community center, and the old school up on Dressler, we've had an ongoing issue with trash and dumping. And, perhaps there's something that can be done to block the entrances to the place. I don't know.
We
It's
can block
vacant.
the entrances, and then this has been cleaned up as well.
Yeah, we had to call the Planet 8 people to get that out of there.
Oh, okay, okay.
But now there's new stuff. There's new stuff all the time. And it's a continual.
Is this, were these donations or trash? Well, some of this
Well,
looks like trash.
we don't know. We don't know, but we contacted the Planet 8 people to remove the box, and they were kind enough to take the stuff with them.
Oh, good, okay.
But as of yesterday, there's new stuff, and there's always stuff. So,
Want to block it off?
well, however you've got to.
And, or maybe you could put up a sign saying, you know, no dumping, no donations at this site.
Or something. I mean, it's ongoing.
You know, this is what I would like to do, Mr. Waffle. I'd like to reset this in 60 days, but I don't think that the Reverend should have to sit here in this room with criminals. So maybe we could set this as like a conference at the end of the docket, and we'll just come into my office and work this out, okay?
Thank you.
And because the Word of Righteousness has been here a long time, we want them to be here a long time beyond this. And if there's anything that goes on, let's discuss it,
Yes,
get it
ma'am.
resolved, and bring it to the pastor's attention directly, so that he can have these things off in advance, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So if we can pick a date in 60 days, but towards the end of the docket, we'll be done, and then we'll just all meet and work it out, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Step right over here. Anybody else that you had, Mr. Love?
I have David Edge, sentencing, I don't know if you want to call him, and I have a company called Patrick's Enterprises, but I don't believe they're here.
Patrick Enterprises. I think that's him.
No, I called earlier, and they was over here. So they're set for a bench trial today.
Mr. Patrick? Good morning. Mr. Patrick, we're set for trial today. Did you want to proceed with the trial? Or
No, I just needed more time to finish the violation.
but where are you at this point? How much do you think you've accomplished?
When I bought the house, all of them was done. It's basically like the permit stuff, as far as like the electrical in the garage. And it's like, the asphalt, the driveway, and it's the garage pad. But my electrician, he went on vacation. He got to pull the permit, I believe.
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Patrick. Is this going to be a rental property when you're done? Or is it you're going to your home?
Uncle lives.
Oh, okay, you're going to be living there. Where do you live now?
My house.
Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Leffel, can you ascertain where in the process he is, or when was the last time you had contact with them?
No permits as of 2 days ago, and the last reinspection was done in May of 2017.
Oh, okay. So, Mr. Patrick,
And we've also charged another party, Clinton Robinson, who is, right, they're set for sentencing on the 4th of October, so if you wanted to set this again for that date.
now who's he?
He's the
That's
one
what
that sold the
Oh.
property to Patrick's Enterprises without finishing the violations or without a certificate of compliance.
Okay. So, Mr. Patrick, we're going to reset this till October 4th.
I should have everything done.
That would be great. And then we could just finish it off today. Matter of fact, the city might dismiss everything.
Excuse me, I couldn't hear
The city might dismiss everything if you come back with it done. Okay? Step right over here.
Thank you.
Dennis Robinson.
I don't know what they're circling.
The B charge. Did
Oh.
you dismiss that? That was that young girl.
Yes, thanks.
Thank you.
Your Honor, before the court is Dennis Robinson. Mr. Robinson was charged with OVI refusal, turn signals, possession of marijuana using a weapon while intoxicated. It was actually possession of a weapon while intoxicated, and marijuana drug paraphernalia. Mr. Kuharski filed a motion to suppress, and the city filed a response. We're scheduled for a hearing on that. The city has the witnesses present. However, we've reached an agreed negotiation. The city has suggested that should Mr. Robinson plead no contest to the OVI charge, A1A, the turn signals, and the possession of marijuana, the city would dismiss the remaining counts and the firearm would be forfeited.
You're agreeable to that, Mr. Chuharski?
Yes, Mr. Robinson has indicated to you
Now, this is, my understanding is this would be Mr. Robinson's second offense.
that unfortunately is correct.
So, Mr. Robinson, then the charges, I'm sorry, so we're gonna go with turn signals and what else?
OVI and the drug abuse.
Drug abuse.
And we'll drop the weapon while intoxicated, but he's gonna forfeit the gun.
And the paraphernalia.
Yes.
Okay, ready? So, sir, this would be your second offense of operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol within 10 years. It carries a minimum of 10 days in jail. The maximum is 6 months. The minimum fine is $575. The maximum is $1,675. You'd have 6 points on your license. Your license must be suspended for 1 year, but can be suspended for up to 5 years. And this conviction would be on your record for life. On the turn signal, it's a minor misdemeanor with a fine of up to $150 in costs, and the possession of marijuana is also up to $150 in costs, no jail time. If you plead guilty or no contest to those charges today, you'll be convicted. I'll listen to everybody here. Then you'll be sentenced and your case will be over today. If you disagree with that, though, sir, if you feel you're not guilty, we'll proceed with the motion to suppress. If that isn't granted, we'll set it for trial. You have the right to a jury trial, or you can have the case tried to me. That's your choice, whether you have a judge or jury. The burden of proof is on the state. They'd have to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Mr. Kucharski would have the right to cross-examine all the witnesses against you and bring witnesses for your defense. If you have witnesses who won't come to court voluntarily, I'll issue a subpoena. That's a court order, and I'll compel them to be here. And you would have the right to remain silent, and your silence could not be used against you. That means you don't have to get on the witness stand. You don't have to answer anybody's questions or make any statements. Then the judge or the jury would just listen to the other evidence and decide. So, you can plead no contest to operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, not using your turn signal, and possession of marijuana, or you can go to trial on all the charges. Any questions, sir? Are you ready to make a decision? Do you want to plead no contest or go to trial?
No contest.
I'm going to accept that plea. I'm going to ask you to sign this form that says you're pleading no contest and that you're giving up your right to a jury trial if that's what you wish to do.
So you need to sign the other side as well.
That's okay. Officers, anything you'd like to say, gentlemen?
Okay.
Mr. Chihaya?
Nothing to add, Your Honor. Well, actually, Mr. Robinson is a CCW holder, and he initially did not tell the police he had the gun that was minor. Aside that, he was intoxicated.
Mr. Kucharski?
I think this is a real tragic scenario for a number of reasons. I believe the Independence Police Department, Mr. Robinson was trying to check himself into a hotel at the time prior to all this happening. That's how Independence was called. The motel would not accept him at the motel. So he had no choice but at that point to try to figure out where else to go. So he was trying to do the right thing. He was trying to stop. He was trying to get a room that he could stay at. And then the inn kind of threw him away. So I think we've had some people like that before in our history. So he was trying to do the right thing. He is employed at the city of Cleveland. We'd ask the court to consider the 5 and 18. He does have 3 children. He doesn't have the ability to get 10 days off. He will certainly lose his job. If the court was to entertain the 5 and 18, we would ask that the court put somewhere around where he could serve it around Veterans Day. He thinks he can get off some additional time from work because he doesn't have much vacation. He's only been at his employer for a short period of time. So we'd ask the court to do that and make whatever minimum fine it can.
What do you do at the city of Cleveland?
Drive tractor.
Oh, wow, okay. Okay, on the OVI, the fine is $575, $25 on the turn signal, $25 on the possession. We'll apply any bond and give you time to pay on that. Do you, I guess I should ask, do you believe that you have an alcohol problem? Do you believe you have an alcohol problem?
No.
What was the occasion that you'd been drinking on this evening?
Funeral. My best friend's mom passed away.
I'm sorry to hear that. And I noticed that you admire Cheech and Chong, who also like to smoke.
No, this is a work shirt.
Oh, they let you wear that at work?
Yeah, my mom got my vest over it. They don't really see it.
Mr. Kucharski, what's the #1 rule
That's
of
why I love my job, Trish. That's why I love my job.
Do you think you have a marijuana problem, sir? No. You know it's illegal still in Ohio to smoke marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is what we're going to do.
I didn't even see that until you said that, Judge.
We're desensitized.
You're sentenced to 180 days in jail, I'll suspend 175, you're gonna do 30 days on home detention. We'll pick a reporting date in a second for the 5 days in jail. You'll be on active probation for 1 year. You're gonna go for a chemical dependency assessment, both alcohol and marijuana. Your license is suspended for 1 year. I'm not gonna grant driving privileges today until I have an assessment. I've marked that you have insurance. The vehicle has to be immobilized for 90 days from April, so that's probably up by now. The weapon is forfeited to the city. Anything else you wanted to say, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, he's already gone through an assessment, and the court has already granted him privileges.
Oh, did I? What did it say?
It said he was fine.
Did he discuss his admiration of Cheech and Chong?
It's just a shirt. It's just a shirt. It's no admiration.
We'll continue driving privileges from today. So instead of the assessment, I've got to read this assessment. I'm sorry, I know I'm holding people up here, but I don't remember it now that you've mentioned it. It's been a while. It said that this is his second offense and he had marijuana and he has he doesn't even abuse it. He's going to have to go for treatment. If they kick him out, they'll let me know. And that concludes this matter. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, well, we need the 5 days. Pick it, there's your calendar.
Patrick Enterprises.
Yeah. Yeah. Could you do November 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th and 13th?
What time does he want to report on the 9th? What day of the week is that?
That's a Friday, Your Honor.
Do you want to do it after work? Or
it'll work.
at 6 o'clock, you'll report to the, you'll be downtown, so there shouldn't be a problem. Thank you. Good luck, sir.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Patrick Enterprises, right?
What's his name? Thank you.
Got a couple failed
Go ahead.
appears.
Go ahead.
Lynn Payne. Lynn Payne.
We're issuing a warrant for Lynn Payne.
Michael Lemmerman.
Your Honor, I believe he's not here.
Have you heard from him?
I have not.
Michael Lemmerman, we're issuing a warrant for Michael Lemmerman.
If we could put that under the state code.
Yes.
BI 45-1119.
I know what that is.
Thank you, Judge.
Anyone else?
That's, I just have a trial with the courts.
And what case is that?
Bernard Corradetti,
Yes.
Jose.
Okay, give me a minute
Yeah,
here.
1 year minutes. I'm waiting for my witnesses.
Oh, okay.
Sir Devontae Felder, Your Honor.
Sir Devontae Felder.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Okay.
How do we want to proceed, gentlemen?
Your Honor, I believe that counsel is requesting a second pretrial. Your Honor.
And Mr. Rose is going to give you that date. Thank you.
Great, thank you.
Judge, if we could call Marcus Rosser, Kiana Collins,
Do we have a resolution?
we do not, Your Honor.
So we're going to try it.
We are not, Your Honor.
Oh,
Unfortunately, Your Honor.
good morning, sir. Mr. Rosser.
Your Honor, regrettably, and Ms. Gordon and I were discussing this earlier, this is somewhat of an interesting, well, it's my understanding that Mr. Rosser is desirous of having his trial today. Patrolman Lee is obviously here. However, Judge, the city is unprepared, not able to go forward today without its necessary witness, Ms. Kiana Collins. As I was discussing with Ms. Gordon about Ms. Collins had been in contact with the prosecutor's office and did appear, it looks like based on the subpoenas I was looking at back on June 28th, However, subsequently, Judge, that's the last time that I have had contact with her, or has Ms. Gordon. Subsequent subpoenas have been issued. This matter is, Judge, scheduled for, at least the city's understanding, first time for a bench trial. City would request, but certainly I'm sure we'll hear objection from counsel shortly. City would request the court to consider the opportunity at a second bench trial. However, Judge, for fullness of the record, as I've said, the city did have contact with her back in June, and subsequently via telephone and or subpoena has not. Thank you, Judge.
Counsel?
Your Honor, we have that full discovery stage in this matter. We have a couple of pre-trials. My client has been present on both times. This date was scheduled for a trial. The client is present. We prepared to go forward. The city is presented to the court. If they don't have the witness victim, for that reason, we will move the court to dismiss the one, the prosecution.
Well, I'm going to dismiss it, but I'm going to dismiss it without prejudice. If they find the victim and feel they need to refile, they can do that. I have a question. So, sir, this matter is over. There's nothing I can do to you at this point. Do you plan to reunite with this lady? Do you have
No.
children?
Yes, we have children together.
Okay. Is there a visitation order through juvenile or other court?
No, I don't need this. No, we had set something up with what's the lady name? I don't know her name.
The domestic violence,
Yeah,
right.
she was dropping the kids up to my mom at her place of employment, and I would pick them up from the place of employment. And
Well,
that's how we were doing
I don't know that you can do that indefinitely, though. And so I would recommend that you go to juvenile court, establish that you're the father, and get a visitation order, so that there's no other problems in the future. Okay? Anything else? That concludes this matter. Thank you. Do we need to get any assistance? No? Okay.
Judge, would you like me to call another case? or wait?
I'm trying to figure out if this gentleman posted a bond. Sir, I think you're entitled to have a bond refund, so the bailiff will take you to the clerk to get your bond refund.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. You step out this door right here?
Yes,
Yeah,
right,
I'll
right
take
with
your
you.
door.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Next.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, Sir Devontae Felder?
We called
Oh,
him,
we
he's
did that
been
already.
reset.
Sorry, Judge.
That's quite all right.
Rodney Hansel. Judge, regarding Mr. Hansel, it's city's understanding that there's going to be a plea of no contest here today. Certainly in discussing the matter, and again, I don't know how the court wishes to proceed, but if the court would consider scheduling this for sentencing possibly in 60 days, I believe that the Hansels have indicated that they can complete the violations.
Is that accurate, Mr. Hansel? You think you can do it in 60 days? Get everything done?
Hopefully in 60 days. I mean, I should be able to, you know, the majority of it. Driveway being the worst, you know, and the most cost.
Yes.
And I don't know if you remember us, but, you know,
I do.
live on a fixed
Yeah.
income. And I was able to get a part-time job cutting grass.
Wow.
So, you know, that kind of gives me a little bit of money to do these things.
Mhm.
So,
Well, other than the driveway, do you think you can get everything
Yes,
done? Okay,
sure.
let's that be the goal.
Yes.
And since we're moving in, I hope we're gonna be moving into colder weather soon, we will talk about how to do the driveway when you come back, okay?
I
So we're
may
gonna-
be able to do something with the driveway, you know, between now and then, but I mean, on a permanent fix like a, you know, a big project.
Well, and so let me recommend this, don't do any patching or anything, because the city might come and say, well, that's not adequate, and then you've wasted your money. So just do the other violations,
Yes.
and when you come back, we'll talk about the driveway.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank
Don't
you.
spend any money on that.
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Thank you.
Mr. Rose is gonna give you a date to come back.
Thank you.
Jasmine,
60, we said, right? 60 days? Thank you. Have a seat, Rick.
Jasmine Kinney,
Excuse me.
Yes.
Mr. Morse, I think Mr. Attorney for Mr. Rosser is requesting you to come back in or to ask a question about the return of a weapon.
Who's off? Lasser.
that was the gentleman that was
Marcus
just in
Rosser.
here, with the
Oh, oh. I'm not going to return a weapon.
That's on the
Tell him
policy.
tell him to file a
I did.
motion.
Sure.
Okay. I'm sorry. And,
Jasmine Kinney, Judge.
Ms. Carroll, how do we want to proceed?
Judge, regarding Ms. Kinney, this was at the time it was charged, Judge, this was a mutual combatancy, domestic violence. City's going to move to amend to disorderly conduct, fourth degree misdemeanor, 50903.
Well, Ms. McKinney's on probation to the court for a prior domestic that was reduced to a disorderly. So I'm going to put this under the state code, 291711 disorderly, okay?
Very good, Your Honor.
And Mr. Howard, you're aware that she's on probation for
I
a
am
prior?
aware, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, so Ms. McKinney, we've got the Kinney. We've got the charge of domestic violence. It's going to be reduced to disorderly conduct. It carries a penalty of up to 30 days in jail and up to a $250 fine. If you plead guilty or no contest to that charge today, you'll be convicted. I'll listen to everybody here. Then you'll be sentenced and your case will be over today. Then we'll consider the probation violation resulting from this. If you disagree with that, if you don't want to plead no contest, we'll set this for trial, and you do have the right to a jury trial. So, Ms. McKinney, do you have any questions about anything I've told you? Do you want to plead no contest, or do you want to go to trial? I'm going to accept that plea. I'm going to ask you to sign this form that says that. What would you like to tell me?
Well, first off, Your Honor, Ms. Kinney has taken this plea as mitigation. This tribal case, she did not want to take that chance on a domestic charge, realizing that if she got convicted, it would stay on her record for the rest of her life. Your Honor, this situation with Mr. Lapsley occurred at her house. Mr. Lapsley was in violation of the TPO. Mr. Lapsley still had keys to her house. She was defending herself. She inflicted defensive. The injuries on him were in defense of herself, scratch and a bite. He suffered injuries that he caused himself, which Ms. Kinney explained to the police that she did not cut him, he cut himself. Your Honor, it's my understanding that Mr. Lapsley, he is here.
He's here now?
He's here.
Put him in jail for 30 days on this. Mr. Lapsley, would you step forward? I just want to hear what he has to say.
Your Honor, Ms. Kinney has 3 kids. One of them is very ill. She's in hospital constantly. She's a single parent. She's a graduate of Garfield Heights High School. She's went to Remington College for medical assistant. She also receives public assistance. And she works at the
on suspension until the trial is over.
Where at?
She works at the Cleveland Art Museum. But she's been suspended while this case is pending.
Mr. Lapsley, Ms.
And she has no felony record at all.
Ms. Kinney has pled no contest to disorderly conduct. Is there anything you want to say about sentencing?
I just know she's a single mother and it's hard on her. She does have a very sick daughter at home that she's in and out the hospital with. I know over the time we've been dealing with her, she's lost numerous of jobs from being in the hospital with the child. Like, she didn't cut me. I don't even know why that was put in a part of the sentence, but I don't wish.
Well, I guess this is my question, Mr. Lapsley. When is this gonna end? Now, this is the second case that we've been here, you've been here. I mean, why did you go over to her house that day if you had a protection order?
Well, to my understanding, like I was telling my lawyer last time, I assume since we both plead out to the disorderly conduct that our TPOs were dropped, and us as adults, we decided we were gonna talk about it, and it led to arguing and me taking her phone, and which really led to everything else.
Now, you don't have children with her.
No, me and Miss Kenny don't.
I'm gonna put on an order that you two can't be together. It doesn't sound healthy to me. Does it sound healthy to you?
I mean, at the time it didn't. It definitely didn't. I agree with you. But we also see how much we were losing, and we were going through a very rough patch with jobs, bills. It was a lot for us. And at the same time, we both are grown. We both have 3 children apiece. So, I mean, I work full time, 2 jobs, and I know she's trying to get back to work. So, I mean, I wouldn't say putting a protection order on us will just really, I can't say that. If you put the protection order, I have no choice but to go with it. I can guarantee you that much. But at the same sentence, I know I love her and I know she loves me, but I won't. I can't and risk everything that I've got going on.
Good point. Mr. Howard, does she want to reunite with him?
Your Honor, I think that, I'm not sure, I don't think she does.
Right now,
but
I'm just taking it slow. I'm sorry. But I'm not talking.
to me, her priority should be her kids. And that should come first, second, third, and fourth. And this relationship is, the way I see it, it's only resulted in her being in court. So, but I'm not the one that's in it. I'm quite sure if you order her to have no contact with him, she will abide by that, because that's her priority right now.
Do you still have keys to her house?
No.
Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. The fine's $100. I'm gonna suspend the fines and costs. She's on inactive probation. She's to have no contact with George Lapsley until further order of the court. When everybody gets it together, if she feels like she wants to be in contact with him, she can ask me to amend this order. But I think both of you need a cooling off and get your own lives together and then think about it. I'm gonna return her to probation to complete the original terms.
Thank you.
And I am doing the, what you asked me to do as far as.
The anger management, right. So this is what this is all about, Miss. You're not gonna have to pay any more money, because I know you don't have it to pay. But you have to stay away from Mr. Lapsley. He should stay away from you. When everybody's got their lives together, if you wanna come and ask me to change that, I'll consider it. You can contact Mr. Howard. He'll make those arrangements. But you finish probation, and then let's just not come back. I don't wanna see you guys again, right?
Well, Your Honor, just so it's not a shock to your system, we do have a traffic case tomorrow.
Well, not a criminal case.
No, it's a traffic case
Mr.
tomorrow.
Lapsley.
I had a postcard sent saying that I had a warrant, but I was locked up. You had sentenced me to the
Step over here, Mr. Rose is gonna look, well, he'll look that up and let me know. Thank you, you can take her to the clerk. He says he's got a warrant.
Well, I went to my cashier, and she saw that I was incarcerated. You
Well,
sentenced
yeah,
me.
let him take it. But who else do you have?
Ashley Bond, Your Honor.
Ashley
Willis?
Bond? Do we have a
We
resolution?
do, Your Honor. Regarding Ms. Willis, she's going to move to amend to an assault charge. Judge, I have discussed the matter with Mr. Ronald Willis, the victim who's here with us today. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, sir.
Ms. Bond, on the charge of assault, it carries a penalty of up to 6 months in jail and up to $1,000 fine. If you plead guilty or no contest to that charge today, you'll be convicted. I'll listen to everybody here, then you'll be sentenced today and your case will be over today. If you disagree with that, though, if you feel you're not guilty, we'll set this for trial. You have the right to a jury trial, or you can have the case tried to me. That's your choice, excuse me, whether you have a judge or jury. The burden of proof would be on the state. They'd have to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. Mr. Howard would have the right to cross-examine all the witnesses against you, bring witnesses for your defense. If you have witnesses who won't come voluntarily, I'll issue an order and compel them to be here. And you would have the right to remain silent, and your silence could not be used against you. Then it would just be up to the jury, or me, the judge, if you want the judge to hear the case to decide. So do you want to plead no contest to assault, or go to trial on the charge of domestic violence? Okay, I just want to make sure, because I know you had to ask Mr. Howard. If you say no contest to me today, you'll be convicted of assault. Is that what you expect to happen? Okay, I'm going to ask you to sign this form that says you're pleading no contest.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why I'm saying.
Sir, is there anything you'd like to say regarding sentencing?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
The only thing I'd like to say, for the most part, Ashley Bond, she's a mother too. She's a good mother. She's currently seeing counseling for mental health issues. What happened that night was kind of like a spinoff of what happened with our next door neighbors. It was just in here. It was 2 incidents in one night, and due to everybody was drinking, I came. It just escalated to what it did. But Ashley's a good mom. She's not a violent person.
Well, she was hitting you in front of a police officer. I mean, the police officer saw it.
Well, she swung at me, and she was intoxicated. And if she fully was knew what was going on, it wouldn't happen.
What was she mad about?
Totally. She was really mad about. I was trying to get her away from what was going on next door. The police was already called there.
Was that Mr. Lapsley and Miss?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, okay.
And she was over there hanging out, and I was trying to get her from over there. The police had already came. I was trying to calm the situation down, and then that's how that escalated.
So do you plan to reunite with this lady when we're done here? I mean, you live together?
Yes.
So you want us to live together again?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, she's a good person. She's a good mother. When somebody got, having mental health issues, et cetera, it's just, it's a sensitive issue.
Okay.
I'm trying to be patient and be supportive. And, I don't wish no harm.
Thank you.
Ashley.
Mr. Howard.
Your Honor, Ms. Bond is a lifelong resident of Ohio. She went to Garfield Heights High School. She has no other pending cases or warrants. She has no felony records. She has no criminal history up until now. She is a mother of 2 children, ages 4 and 14. I think that she is definitely a good candidate for probation. She is seeking, she is getting treatment in Bedford UH Hospital for depression. I think she's a good candidate for probation.
Okay, so Miss Bond, I'm sorry, did you say she's working? Are you working?
Oh, no, she's unemployed at the time.
Okay. The fine will be $50 and cost will apply any bond that she has and give her time to pay. You're sentenced to 180 days. I'm going to suspend 180 days. You'll be on active probation for 1 year. You'll continue counseling at Bedford Hospital. You're also gonna go for a chemical dependency assessment. You cannot drink or take any drugs of any kind while you're on probation. I'm gonna terminate the temporary protection order, and we're suspending the days. Thank you. That concludes this matter. They'll take you to the court.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Gerald Caffey. Marvin, is this you?
He's gonna be getting qualified.
Oh, we want some more.
Yeah.
Mr. Caffey, good morning.
Good morning.
How did you want to proceed?
Judge, I believe originally Mr. Warren was assigned to speak to him. It's been determined, I believe Mr. Caffey is looking for time to hire an attorney.
Have you been able to contact anyone yet, or?
I have not, because I really can't afford it.
Yeah, but when we were in jail, he did qualify.
Yeah.
He was the one, okay.
Okay. We're gonna reset this in a couple weeks for you to, I'm gonna give you this number, call them, and usually the first interview is free and they can advise you, okay? Have a seat, Mr. Rose is gonna call you in a minute with a date.
David Edge, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. You've been patiently waiting here.
I appreciate that you think it was patiently.
Your Honor, counsel has been here throughout the morning. We have been waiting for Ms. Seats. Ms. Seats has previously addressed the court.
She has.
She did indicate to Ms. Gordon this morning that once again she was running very late, but at this point, Judge, I believe it's time.
Okay. Did you want to say anything about sentencing? We had continued this to, anyway, go ahead.
Judge, other than the issues that were placed upon the record prior to about Ms. Seats, fear and apprehension regarding Mr. Edge, I only wanted to point out, Judge, that I know that there's this issue of the house, and that also brings Mr. Leffel involved in the TPO. Ms. Seats is requesting a little more time to vacate the house and to move out, Judge. That's the most I can tell you today. Thank you.
Is Miss Gordon here? Did she want to say anything?
She indicated to me that she had nothing to add today.
Okay.
Other than the issue regarding
Yeah, other than the issue regarding the home. She believes that Ms. Seats will be returning to work in the next few weeks after the birth of their daughter.
Right.
Your
What
Honor-
else would you like to tell me?
Thank you. I would like to respectfully incorporate all arguments I made in regards to both closing arguments and bond. I recognize that you did find Mr. Edge guilty on the count of domestic violence and on the count of the violating protection order. And I'd also like to highlight for the court that on the third case, on the third violation of protection order case, Mr. Edge did accept responsibility. There was really no question that he went there. I went over the text messages with the court at the last time Ms. Seats was asking him to come. She was asking him for money. Your Honor, Mr. Edge is gainfully employed. I don't believe from my conversations this morning that there's been any violations over the last 2 weeks since you released Mr. Edge. He was not able to establish visitation with their daughter at this point. However, he did go and he was swabbed for paternity, which is the first step that has to be established before he can pay child support. And I highlight for the court that at this point he accepts your ruling. I don't want to indicate that he accepts responsibility in the event that he does want to take that to the 8th District. Obviously, I'd highlight that for the third case, he did accept responsibility. His number one priority is that little girl, and he did, in a short period of time, he took the one step he could take. So now the next step is for her to take the baby to get swabbed, and once that's done, child support will cut an order, and then hopefully, once that's done, he'll be able to file in the juvenile court. No non-government entities can give him visitation at this point or facilitate it because of the no contact with Tiara. That being said, he's trying to go the legal steps, and they do just take a little bit of time. Ms. Seats is still residing in the house based on my conversation with Ms. Gordon. Again, as she indicated to me, she believes she'll vacate the house as soon as she's back at work and back on her feet. Your Honor, I would ask that you impose a term of community control on the 3 cases that he was convicted on at this point. And I would ask that you consider allowing him, and I recognize now time, the 6 months is probably long over, or coming close to on the housing code violation. But I'd ask if you'd consider allowing him, I am gonna be out myself until November. If you would consider allowing him until November, that should give Ms. Seats plenty of time to vacate the premises, get back to work, get on her feet, and give Mr. Edge an opportunity to return to the premises and, fix whatever housing code violations he has. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, I believe Mr. Edge served 18 days in jail from the August 5th to the date of the trial, which was the 23rd.
Yes.
So,
And if I could just add one more thing,
Sure.
and he did, on August 5th, he received a phone call from the Garfield Heights Police Department regarding his violation of TPO. Effectively, you know, Miss Seats lured him there, he gave her the money, she videoed him being there, and then went to the police.
I know the whole.
But where I'm going with that is I just wanna highlight, he turned himself in.
I'm not putting him in jail anymore. That's why I'm getting the 18
Okay.
days credit. Okay, Mr. Edge, your fine's gonna be $300 in costs. I'll give you time to pay, apply any bond. You're on the domestic, you're sentenced to 180 days. I'm suspending 162. You're gonna get 18 days credit. You'll be on active probation for 1 year. You'll go for domestic violence counseling. I'm terminating the temporary protection order, but you're not to have any contact with Miss Seats except in court proceedings, which would include the establishing paternity and visitation. I am hesitant to put Mr. Edge out of the house until November, but you're gonna be back when? November?
I'll be back hopefully like early to mid-November, and I think it would be his hope that he'd be able to get into the house. Miss Gordon thought she'd be able to start work next week, and then if you gave her a few weeks to get on her feet, if he could get into the house in about a month, then he'd be able to fix the issues.
Okay. On these TPOs, I'm gonna indicate you served 18 days. I'm gonna give him time to pay till October 29th. Now, trying to think the best way to write this, because obviously I cannot order her out of the, I actually have no authority to order her out of the house.
Would he have to file it? He is.
Right, I know.
He'd have to file an eviction at that point?
I'm trying to think of, while I'm signing all these papers, trying to think of a way to minimize the problem here. Because normally, yeah, that would be it, but we don't want everybody to go through that. That's, okay, this is what I'm gonna write. This is in the domestic. Defendant may return to protected premises on or after October 31st. If victim has vacated. If she has not, then right about then file a motion.
Okay.
We'll bring her into court and I'll try to ascertain what we can do without him having to go through an eviction.
Okay, thank you.
And they're gonna take you to the court. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, great.
I'm gonna call the trial to the court.
Yes.
Bernard Cordetti.
We're set for trial. Do you want to proceed to trial today, sir?
No, Your Honor, I need to hire an attorney.
Oh, wait, we discussed this the last time we were here, Mr.
Right.
Corey.
That was less than a month ago, and then I just got all this stuff about a week and a half ago. I had my 21-year-old nephew died last week, and we've been in that. And I need to hire an attorney for this matter. I can't handle it on my own. I have questions and stuff that needs to be done that I have no idea how to do.
Your Honor, this event occurred on April 6th, 2018. We were here in court on May 10th, which time defendant through his attorney asked for a second pretrial. We were here on June 7th, at which time Mr. Model asked to be relieved from representation since Mr. Cordetti owns a home. We were here on July 12th, at which time we set for trial, and I advised the court that one of my witnesses was in Monroe, North Carolina. Mr. Velocity is up here, present here today, ready to testify, as are my two officers.
Okay. We're going to proceed with the trial today, Mr. Corradetti. I'm going to ask anybody who's going to testify, please take an oath to tell the truth.
May I ask the officers?
Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
I did hire Miss Conrad, and she asked to be resigned, and
Right.
you let her go, and then you appointed Mr. Model.
But then we found out
I
that
don't
you
own
weren't
a house.
qualified.
I don't own a house. I don't own anything. And then he
Well, why
filed.
did Mr. Model think you owned a house?
I have no idea. I don't own a house. I
Mr.
don't
Model, do you
own
remember this
anything.
matter?
Because he told me he owned a house.
I did not tell him I owned a house. There's no way. I don't own a house.
This is what I'm going to do, Mr. Corradetti. Mr. Chiaki did say he was bringing witnesses from out of state. I'm not going to make these people come back. So we're going to proceed today.
But I need an attorney, Your Honor. It was
You
only a
told me-
month
I
ago. It
told
was
you-
only a month
I-
ago that you
Well, it
told me
doesn't
that.
matter. I don't care if it was 2 days ago.
But
I told you that you needed an attorney.
Right.
You told me you didn't. You very arrogantly told me that you could handle this matter yourself. Now, I never recommended, I didn't recommend it at that time, but you said, no, you knew what you were doing and you were going to proceed. And now this man has been summoned from out of state, and we're going to proceed today. What I will entertain, Mr. Corradetti, is that if you would like to remain silent today, when I've heard all these witnesses, I will reconsider your motion to continue your defense by hiring an attorney. But every witness that was called today, I'm going to hear today, because I'm not going to have them come back. So, we're going to ask anybody who's going to testify, please take an oath to tell the
May
truth.
I ask everyone to come into the camera vision where Mr. Chiaki is at? Closer. Towards the bench. And then raise your right hand, please. Yeah, he ain't not close, please. You can back up and see me in the camera shot. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the statement you're about to make are the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? And your answer, God, say I do?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay. Who would you like to call first?
We'd be calling Patrolman Mark Buhner.
Gentlemen, if I could just have you wait outside for a moment. An officer, wait, okay. Very good. Go ahead.
Would you identify yourself for the record, please, sir?
Yes, now Detective Mark Buhner with the Independence Police Department.
And you are a certified peace officer, State of Ohio?
Yes.
And how long have you held that certification?
Held that certification since December of 2010.
Let me direct your attention now to April 6, 2018, at approximately, looks like 11:49 p.m. Were you working on that date in your capacity as patrolman for the City of Independence?
Yes, I was.
Were you summoned to respond to a call at Spring Hill Suites?
Yes, I was.
What was the nature of the call?
We received a silent panic alarm from the Spring Hill Suites, at which point we were dispatched to respond. While we were responding to the scene, we were updated from our dispatchers that a male was outside in the parking lot masturbating while watching females swimming inside the hotel pool.
Okay, and upon your arrival, who did you meet up with?
So upon arrival, we met with the hotel clerk that was working at the front desk. The hotel clerk relayed information to us that the male may have come back inside the hotel and went upstairs. So myself and 2 other patrolmen started going up the stairs in the hotel trying to find the male.
Did you find the suspect in the hotel?
Not inside the hotel.
And what occurred that, did you locate the suspect somewhere?
We did. While we were looking, the hotel clerk and a witness downstairs had stated that the male was in a red Dodge pickup truck. Our dispatchers have access to a camera system where they can see that hotel. They advised that they saw live in real time that a red Dodge pickup truck was circling the hotel lot. At that time, Sergeant Cross, who was downstairs, because myself and the other officers were upstairs, Sergeant Cross was in the lobby and was closer. He was able to get in his marked patrol vehicle and perform a traffic stop on that vehicle.
Okay, so while Sergeant Cross is performing a traffic stop, what did you do?
So as he performed a traffic stop, I responded actually to directly back him up at the scene of his traffic stop.
Okay. Now, you referenced a clerk and a witness being at the hotel. Was the witness one Charles Velocity from Lake Monroe, North Carolina?
Yes.
And that was the individual who took an oath to tell the truth here with you today?
Yes.
All right. What happened at the scene of the traffic stop?
So at the scene of the traffic stop, Sergeant Cross and myself, we identified the gentleman standing across from me as the operator of the vehicle. He admitted to us on scene that he had been at the hotel. He stated he was smoking. He denied doing anything further. He made mentions of meeting a female party at the hotel, but that the plans to meet this person fell through. Couldn't provide a full name for the person who he was supposed to be meeting or a hotel room, and that he stated he was only smoking in the hotel lot and then decided to leave.
Okay. Now, the individual that you indicated that was stopped, that was driving a red Dodge pickup truck, is he present here today in court?
Yes.
And what is he wearing?
He is wearing blue jeans, tennis shoes, and describe this shirt, multicolored, plaid shirt.
We'd ask the record reflect that he's identified the defendant.
It will.
And were you able to identify this individual by name?
Yes, with his driver's license.
Okay, and what was his name?
His name was Bernard Cordetti.
Did you take any efforts to interview the people who were in the swimming pool?
Yes, we did. So we interviewed, there were two females, both out of state, who stated they were in town on spring break visiting Cleveland. They advised they were both swimming in their bathing suits inside the pool of the Spring Hill Suites Hotel. They did not realize anything was going on. They stated that the hotel clerk alerted them to get out of the pool because there was a male masturbating to them, at which point they both got out of the pool, covered up, and ran outside.
And how old were these girls?
So the one female was born in 1997. They were both born in 1997.
So they were 12 years old then?
1990, making them 8. Not 12.
97?
Making them, let's see,
21.
one was, would have been 20, and one was 21 at the time of the incident.
Okay, very good. And were you present when Mr. Velasquez, the witness we talked about, was shown Mr. Cordetti?
Yes.
And talk about that.
Yes, so at the scene of the traffic stop, or let me go back. At the hotel, Patrolman March transported our witness, Mr. Velocity, from the scene of the hotel to the scene, directly to the scene of our traffic stop.
Okay.
At which point...
Were you there?
Yes.
Okay, and what happened there?
So at that point, Mr. Velocity stated with 100% certainty that Mr. Cordetti was in fact the male that he saw masturbating.
Okay, no additional questions.
Mr. Cordetti, do you want to remain silent and talk to we'll call the next witness? Or do you want to ask this officer any questions?
What you had said at the beginning, with me being silent, does that mean I can't answer?
No, you can ask him some
I can
questions.
still
if
ask
you
them
want. Yeah.
questions, but then I'm still, like the silent part, like you said?
Well, you don't want to testify is what I'm saying. If you don't want to testify without a lawyer, I'll consider continuing this. But we're going to get rid of these witnesses today. So if you want to ask him a question, that's fine. Because you're not testifying. You're just asking a question.
Okay, but I didn't want to make it like I'm representing myself.
No, I
because-
understand.
Okay, so I do have a question.
Sure, if you want to
or two.
ask him a question.
At the traffic stop, at the end of the traffic stop, when you were ready to release me, you would ask me, can I search your vehicle? And I said no. Do you remember telling me that if I didn't let you search my vehicle, you were gonna take me to jail, they'd tow it, and you would search it anyway?
On the scene of the traffic stop, I asked for your consent, which you gave.
And, may I ask, does your vehicle have audio surveillance?
No, it does not.
Okay, that was one thing I did ask for in my, thing, because there was him and another officer, and it wasn't the sergeant, at the end of the traffic stop.
You don't want to tell me anything,
Okay.
that's testimony. Any other questions?
So you and the other officer at the end of the traffic stop did not say to me, I'll take you to jail, we'll get your vehicle towed, and then I'll search your vehicle on my own? You did not say that to me?
I said, on the scene of the traffic stop, we discussed what we were going to do depending on how the stop went.
But this was
Depending on your cooperation.
This was at the end, when you, right before you were ready to release me, you gave me the tickets and everything, and then you and another officer came to the back door, opened the back door, and you and him did not tell me that, can I search your vehicle? And I said, no, and then you said, well, I'll take you in and we'll be able to search it anyway, and I said, that will cost me $300.
And you gave consent, and at any point you could have rescinded and
But yes or no,
taken
did
it
you or
back.
did you not tell me that?
I gave you, I laid out options of what could happen, yes.
Okay, so you told me
Okay,
you
wait,
could have
Let me ask you a question. Did you find anything?
marijuana.
Marijuana.
Oh, is that one of the charges here?
Yes.
Okay,
And that's why I'm asking this question.
thank you.
And then, did you find a pipe anywhere?
Not to my recollection.
Okay. What was the weather like that night, by the way?
It was I mean, it wasn't raining, it was nighttime, so I can't.
Does it remind you it was 29 degrees
I
out
can't-
and it
I
was
can't-
really cold in
I
April for
can't
that day?
testify to
Right,
the
he
fact that
doesn't
if
know.
it was.
Okay, you don't remember, okay.
Yeah,
You can
not
say you
relevant.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Am I allowed to call him back for more questions if I think of them?
Not today, but if you want to do
Okay.
that at your testimony.
Okay.
Thank you, officer,
Thank
you're
you.
excused. Anybody else?
Well, can I
Yes.
redirect them? What did you find when you searched the vehicle?
Marijuana.
And how did you identify as marijuana?
It was first off by the smell, and then by the look of it, the color of it, the way it was packaged, all consistent and with my training experience as being marijuana.
Okay, and did you run a field test on it?
Yes, I also field tested the marijuana and field tested positive.
Nothing for you.
Thank you. You can have a seat. Would you call in the next witness?
Ask Mr. Velasquez.
Sir.
Okay. Would you identify yourself to the judge, tell her your name?
Charles David Velasity.
And Velasity is spelled V-L-A-S-A-T-Y?
Correct.
And Mr. Velasity, where do you reside?
Monroe, North Carolina.
And how old are you?
54.
At one time, did you reside in Northeast Ohio?
I was born and raised in Northeast Ohio.
And when did you move to Monroe, North Carolina?
97.
And you drove up here today especially for the purpose of testifying or in the last couple of days?
I did.
And the city offered to pay your fuel expense and meals for 2 days?
They did.
Reimburse you, correct? Let me ask you now, back in April 6th of 2018, were you in Independence, Ohio?
Yes.
And what were you doing in Independence that day?
My son and I come up every year for opening weekend for the Indians.
Okay, and so you were up here for the Indians game? At some point.
Indians and the Cavaliers game.
And the Cavs, huh? All right. At some point in the evening, around 11 o'clock or 10:30, did you find yourself at Spring Hill Suites in Independence, Ohio?
We were staying at Spring Hill Suites, yes.
Okay.
We came back that evening.
All right. And did you see anything that caught your attention?
I did. When we came back to the hotel, I parked in the lot. As I was pulling into the hotel, I was on the phone with my wife back in North Carolina. My son said, I'm gonna go up to the room. I said, I'll be up when I'm done talking to Mom. And I parked the truck facing the building, backed into a spot.
Okay.
Was talking to her for probably 5 or 10 minutes, and then a red Dodge pickup truck pulled up in the roadway in front of my truck between me and the building.
So you're facing that red pickup truck you backed into?
Correct.
Okay, and where are you at in relation to the pool, do you know?
Directly in front of it.
Okay.
I was directly in front of the pool, and then the pickup truck pulled between that viewpoint.
And what did you observe as far as the red pickup truck goes?
And I was narrating this to my wife as I'm talking to her all the time, that this pickup truck pulled in front of the window and wasn't moving, and then I noticed him smoking marijuana.
Okay, how do you know it was marijuana?
I recognized the pipe.
Okay, and what did the pipe look like?
It was a dark glass small round bulb. And he was, you could see the lighter going several times to light the pipe. So, I mean, I knew what it was, I'm not.
Based on your
I
experience.
wasn't an angel growing up, I could tell what it was,
Okay.
what he was doing.
All right, how long did this go on for?
He was in the truck, and the whole time, he was observing the window of the pool, so.
Okay, is he perpendicular to your vehicle, or is he?
I'm parked in this way facing, and he's on the roadway this way,
Okay.
looking out his driver's window.
Okay,
at
in the
pool.
driveway?
Yes.
Okay.
And that went on for about 10, 15 minutes, just sitting in the truck. And I was telling my wife this as it was happening. He then left that area, went around the corner into the parking lot, and he pulled in a parking spot.
Did you watch him pull?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then the weirdness began. He got out of his vehicle and walked back up to the window of the pool.
And how far away from the pool or window was he?
If that's the window, he was right here.
So approximately 5, 10, less than 10 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
this is an indoor pool?
it's an indoor pool.
Is it lit up?
Very much so.
And so he's in the darkness and the pool's lit up?
He was actually lit up
From the light?
from the light coming through the pool, yeah.
All right.
What I didn't know, I learned later from the officers that there's a film over the windows inside the pool so that you're not looking out at the parking lot when you're using the pool. So the people in the pool can't see what's happening in the parking lot.
Okay. Tell us what you observed.
After him standing there observing the girls in the pool, he, be just truthful,
Specifically, yeah, what did you see?
he unzipped his pants and pulled out his penis and began to masturbate. And again, I'm explaining this to my wife, and she said, "Are you kidding me?" I'm like, "I can't believe what I'm watching right now."
So did you see him unzip his pants or at least motion like that?
Again, he's lit by the pool.
Okay. And
He unzipped his pants and
you made a written statement out and indicated he unzipped his pants, stroked his hand back and forth on what I believe to be his penis.
correct.
That's what it appeared to you was going on.
Yeah.
Okay, how long did that last?
2 to 4 minutes before I then hung up with my wife. I said, I have to do something. I'll call you back later.
Did you get a good look at the?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, now, that same evening, did you have a second chance to see this individual who was masturbating outside the pool?
When he was arrested?
Okay,
Yes.
talk to us about that, what happened then?
Yeah, when I hung up with my wife, I called the hotel to let them know that the gentleman was out there, which time they called the police. The manager of the hotel came out with, I believe, a janitor or something like that, a male figure. And at that time, I joined them. By this time, he had left that area and went around the building. And what turned out to be, came into the building and went up the elevator to the 3rd floor. By that time, the police arrived. They also went up the elevator to try to follow him. He had come back down the staircase, back out of the building, got back into his truck. At that time, one of the officers and I had walked out of the building to explain where I was parked and everything that was going on. And then he came around the building in his truck and attempted to leave, so.
Okay, so you told the officer that's the truck?
That's the truck, I identified the truck.
All right.
They followed him out onto Rockside Road, arrested him.
Okay, now, at some point, did you see him again that evening?
They escorted me back up to where they had pulled him over to identify him. So,
And what did they ask you to do when you got there?
they asked me to identify him, and I said with the 110% that is the gentleman.
Okay, well, I'm 100% certain that this is the same person you saw outside the
Correct.
And do you see that person here today?
He's right here next to me.
Okay, and you gestured to the person to your right, and that would be the man wearing the plaid shirt and
Yes.
blue jeans. We'd ask the record to reflect that he identified the defendant.
It will.
Okay. Anything else? Thank you.
No? All set?
Mr. Cordetti, do you want to ask this gentleman any questions?
I may.
No, one second,
just ask
he's
the
got to
Oh,
ask you something.
just out of curiosity, when you said I pulled up, that I was sitting in the parking lot smoking a pipe. But then when I was standing, when you said I was standing in front of the window,
Yeah.
what exactly was I wearing?
Jeans, and I didn't pay attention to what color your jacket or shirt was. I was kind of stunned by what I was witnessing, so.
Did that person have a hood on or a hoodie or anything like
He
that?
did not.
Did not. when you went to identify the defendant, me, who else was there? Was there anybody to compare me to?
No.
No. Where was I when you said that I was the person? When you came to identify me,
In relation to
was
where
I?
I was sitting,
No, when you came to identify me, where was I?
you were in the back of a police car.
With a light bright, only person in there?
The officer shined his flashlight in the window to light you up.
Yes.
And asked me to identify you, yes.
And so then, the person that was by the pole, he did not have a hood on and a hat?
No.
And you didn't see that there were 3 red Dodge trucks over there on the side?
And there was one red dot truck.
Okay.
In fact, the parking lot you pulled into, you were the only vehicle on that side of the building
Okay,
at the time.
that's it.
Thank you, and thank you so much for coming up here
More
today,
than
sir.
welcome.
We appreciate
More than
that.
I don't
Thank
have
you.
any additional witnesses.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, if you'd like. So the city rests.
City rests.
Mr. Corradetti, do you want to put on a case today, or you still want to talk to, get an attorney?
I think I need an attorney.
Mr. Corradetti, have you ever been arrested before?
Yes.
Have you ever been convicted before?
Yes.
What else?
Bribery, GSI, tampering with records, receiving stolen property.
I just wanted to look here.
Importuning, attempted unlawful sexual conduct with a minor, attempted compelling prostitution, corrupting another with drugs, notice, a failure to notice change of address for a registered sex offender, and he is a registered sex offender.
Okay. Well, we're gonna give you an opportunity to talk to a lawyer. Tell him or her that there is a digital recording of these proceedings if they want to see them, but they have to come prepared to conclude this matter at the next scheduled hearing. So the bench trial is continued to a bench trial. Have a seat over there, Mr. Corrigan. Thank you.
May I ask one more
You should.
question while we're on the record? How come I didn't have a jury trial?
You didn't ask for one.
Oh, I did. I did months ago when Michelle was still my attorney. That's why she
Why
quit.
didn't you bring that up to me today?
Because you said there was no stopping it. You said this was it.
I'm looking for the jury demand.
That's why Michelle Conrad resigned, because she didn't want it. She said she didn't charge me enough to get a jury trial.
I'm unaware of anything there for a jury trial.
Matter of fact, on this plea form here, it says, do you demand a jury trial, and it says no. Now, it didn't sign a waiver, but here you said no. So that's why it wasn't set for a jury trial.
Okay.
That concludes this matter. Step over here, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who else do we have?
Mr. Morris. Mr. Windisch.
Well, he can go downstairs.
Mr. Warren is here. Well, you can go down. Marvin told me he told you that he showed up.
Well, just a couple, before I started
I
the
didn't know
trial.
that.
Yeah, just before I started the trial. Mr. Morris, do you have anybody else?
Rodney Herbin, Your Honor. Carolyn Motley.
Do we have a resolution, gentlemen?
Judge, she's going to move to dismiss without prejudice, Your Honor.
And, any reason for that?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Motley has failed to appear at one prior setting of bench trial. Has also failed to appear today. Also have not had contact with the victim. Also have spoken with Ms. Gordon, who has also not been able to have contact.
Okay. So, Mr. Herbin, we're gonna dismiss this today. And so there's nothing I can do to you now. Do you plan to reunite with this lady?
Yes, 5 years. I've accumulated a lot of things. I haven't spoke with her in 120 days. I haven't seen her in 120 days. But I do have a house full of furniture and a lot of things there that I just would like to get back with my life. Not being able to.
Well, this is why I bring it up. Because I'm trying to make you a wiser person after today. If there's a bond, we're gonna release that to you. Let me find that.
No,
There was no bond?
Personal.
When you go back, could not be located. When you go back, if there's more trouble and you're arrested again, I am not going to dismiss the case under any circumstances. I will cause the police to go find her and bring her in. And so the burden is on you at this point, Mr. Urban. If there's an issue, to walk away. Don't create an issue. Don't let an issue happen, because I don't like just dismissing cases because the witness isn't here. For all I know, you could have threatened her, so that's why she's not here. If I find these things out, then you are going to be in very serious trouble. So I just warn you, if this is a toxic relationship that ends up, normal people don't end up in court. I shouldn't say normal people. People with positive relationships with men or women don't show up in court. And so I advise people to really take a look at your relationship. Is this healthy for you? Is it healthy for her? And if it isn't, to get away. Matter of fact, I had one man come up to me 10 years after I gave him this speech, and he goes, you know, Judge, I went home, I talked to my wife, she talked to me, and we decided we shouldn't be together. So consider that, and he thanked me for that speech. So think about it. You're free to go. They're going to take you to the clerk and give you your bond money.
I can get my keys.
Whatever the police have, you can ask to be released to you. Thank you.
Your Honor, I have one matter left, and I believe it's a capias. Jabril Victoria.
One more question. I can go back. I can go back home.
Yeah.
I mean,
The order's terminated.
so the 4 months I've been gone, it's not like I've vacated the premises or anything like that. I can go home.
I don't know what you're asking me.
I mean, I've been gone for 4 months.
Right.
So, I don't know what's.
Well, yeah, I don't know what you're going to find when you get there, but there's no charges against you.
Jabril Victoria, Judge?
Jabril Victoria. We're issuing a warrant for Jabril Victoria.
Thank you, Your Honor.
One more, Mr. Morris, Montonio Alexander.
That's not you, that's a sentencing. I think that involves you.
Is he here?
Come after restitution, he didn't show anyway.
But, Mr. Dugas does, and you can read that note. It's the Kelly Blue Book value from 1972 on that vehicle from one victim.
So there was a restitution.
For one, he got hold of one of the two victims. And the Kelly Blue Book value on the one car is 1972.
Just so for your information, after that, Mr. Alexander was arrested for possession of drug paraphernalia and hasn't come to court, so there's a warrant for him on that also. So we're gonna put that down as a warrant.
That's your notes.
Okay.
And then,
You got Anthony Render popped up.
Well, you know, Mr. Render's going to jail.
he's downstairs.
Oh, he is downstairs.
So I get a chance to see him anyway, right?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody left his
Everybody
probation?
is accounted for, Your Honor.
I screwed up and I did not adjudicate Mr. Edge's point of sale violation, so we'll have to
That's
talk
okay.
about that.
Can I get a break from you?
Yeah,
I can sit
get
this
up.
matter in here and-
Wait, Mr. Leffel's still here.
He has housing, probation violations for housing.
We'll do his
Well said.
first. Thank you, Mr.
So you have
Leffel.
any questions about the 11th, we're not doing?
Yes.
I won't
Thank-
schedule your cases.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
What did I miss? This isn't my case.
No, it's not
This
hers.
is
It's just Wyler's.
Mr. Judge
Oh, I'm
Wyler.
sorry. Okay. There are no rules. Whose case it is first. I can read it? No. But, I mean, gotcha, thank you. What do you have?
Probation violation.
Jason Lewis?
A slight clarification about what
replaced, but there was like it was sloppy apparently, there was like a rainstorm that might have interfered with it, so they came back and that's when they shut that down for that sidewalk block. Still got to replace it again.
So you're saying.
I'm saying they replaced it.
Original.
No, like pursuant to these proceedings, there was one replacement, rainstorm messed up the replacement, so that's when they came back and shaped it. That's what I'm being told. I haven't seen the foundation itself, so. Yeah, I mean, you guys just let us know what you think at the inspection.
Okay. Clifford Jones here. Daniel Foreman here.
Yeah, he got done pretty good. Mara, the Jill story, Mara.
That too, to go to right back to back. Well, I have a suggestion though. What they'll do is give you some hours, do them Monday.
Anthony Freeman?
He was here this morning.
He was here this morning. Yeah, he came this morning.
They took care of it earlier, I think, probably, maybe so. I'm sorry, but don't never fear. I didn't know he was here. Remember that?
Yeah, I do, I love that.
Mr. Freeman was here, and let me double check something here.
He was supposed to see me too, but he didn't. He was supposed to see me after court.
Freeman. What happened to my list from this morning? No, he's supposed to be here this morning at 10 o'clock. Not before then. I checked him in earlier.
Yeah, he's here now.
I'm about to say, he's here, not here. Miss Laundry, though, guess what I have for you?
Yeah.
So there's a fellow downstairs named Sean Walton.
Oh, I know who it is. I had a call from Sheree this morning.
Yes.
That's what.
He has, he's in jail.
Good.
Because he has,
He needs to be. It's bad.
he has a menacing case.
Yeah. Intimidation of a witness and what they charge him with now.
He, well, as a paralegal, can you actually help someone take money from someone that's at how much money they get?
No, I know.
Fair
I
enough,
know
bankruptcy?
this. No.
He did it.
To who?
A victim in Joshua Heights.
Not victim on the.
It's the same person. And he has cases all like downtown too, so. So
That's
anyway,
because he's a bad dude.
here's the thing, I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
I have a cell phone tomorrow. Because he listen to me when I said take a cell phone.
Keep that cell phone.
Yeah, it's over here on the side.
We actually have another cell phone because he intimidated the witness while he was
So here's the thing, and I told Miss McNaught about this.
Is this your client? What?
No, tomorrow, here's one, he wants to hire his own attorney.
Yeah.
So I said, okay.
He represented himself.
Exactly.
Good for you.
Don't panic, I get 2 passes. You don't have to go to back to back. Starting tomorrow, I won't be here. But I'm gonna print a list out for work that's in here, every day that they work on work. Just say I'm in the court date, I always tell school.
Hey, Mike, how's it going?
We
got cases today? 3?
That's for Sally and
Yeah.
yes, you did. So let's not go fast. because
They haven't done anything? Yeah.
Well, it'll be fast.
I got all 19 cases worked out. And everything. The reason I changed the amount is because the judgment.
Was she on probation?
Something came along, in case I have to say.
Should be. Who should I send it to?
No, Sally's who you should send it to. See,
Like I put on.
if it was inactive,
that's not in in our probation system.
That,
So we have to be, she'd have to put, I'll talk to her if that's what the situation is. I'll talk to her, we'll get it on.
I talked to her like the week before last.
Okay, we'll look at it.
Because I just sent it over.
Which is fine, but one, it did get to us. You called and it got doctored, but nobody told us. Okay, till you called and told us, because nobody would tell, because it's not in our, it's not, that there was a request for a probation violation. There's no one would have been able to tell us, okay? So, yeah, probably would be in the future. Yeah, you should probably send it to Sally, because then she'll get it, and she'll know that the person has non-active probation. See, what happens, it goes one clerks, they don't look to see if they have non-active probation. They just file it, and it's not sent to anybody. When did you send it over? Okay. Well, we can try, all we can do is try. The worst that's gonna happen is she has to choose. But 98% of the time, they don't do that, so.
You must have heard that 10
No. I just,
A little bit
I
boot
talked to
camp.
him.